All right, how's everybody doing? That mic is a little hot. Hot. That was going into red. So, how's everybody doing today? Let me pop out my live chat so I can keep an eye on you guys. Let's see here. Come on. Let's see, we got in the chat. Let's see who has no life and wants to watch me make fun of people's printers. Let's see, 3D Printing Viking, what's up? Patrick Carpenter, Dr. Jekyll. Vince, I see you're here. Welcome back. Same to you, Mike and John. Look, it's Rain. Chris Gulata. Joe Spanier, what's up? Theory, Sean Butler, Redmonius. All right. Dan Borio just joined us. So here's how this is gonna go. This is gonna be a fun stream. If we get any donations or super chats, all of the money we get from that, after whatever fees or whatever, we will then spend on filament, bags, and the plastic that we use for the face shields. So there is a good portion of this. So if you guys do want to submit your printer to be judged, you can do this while the stream is going. What I'm going to do is get all the names together and then put them into a file. And then we will have a giveaway. And whoever wins the giveaway will get a free Easy ABL Pro kit or $60 of store credit if you don't want the ABL kit. So that's what we're going to be doing here. It's going to be a fun stream. And I got the idea from Bitwit. He did the same thing with computer setups. I was like, oh, this is going to be fun. So I haven't looked at anybody's stuff yet. I am pulling up the email box that all of the submissions were pulling into right now. Is this a live stream on the stimulus check? I have no idea what you mean. So, we're going to switch over. I just want to make sure all my personal crap is closed out. And TH3D stream. So how many submissions we got? We got a little over a dozen here. So, no problem. Thanks for the $10. That will get me a roll of filament. Oh, we got 3 more. Keep them coming in, guys. I will keep this stream going as long as we have printers to roast. So once we run out of printers, then that's it. So I'm gonna switch over here to my monitor, so we can go ahead and share, and let's get this started, okay?
This is gonna be terrible. I know it.
Immediately.
Yeah, immediately.
All right. First up, I've got the first submission from Brandonson112. He put in the anything you want to add section. People call it Grandpa because it's an Ender 2, but it can run circles around the new kids on the block. Okay, calm down there. It's got an SKR Mini E3 1.1 fire starter. They didn't make a 1.1, so you might have got a clone of a piece of shit. And an easy mat on an easy flex plate. It's my first printer and most tournament built. Okay, so immediately out of the bat, okay, at least you got a Meanwhile power supply, so you do somewhat care about things not burning down. What is up with the print quality on this? Like, there's ringing right here, and you're running 2 fans on a fucking Ender 2. Let's just be honest here. You've got the Creality metal extruder and a dual 5015 setup. This extruder is not going to push any plastic in terms of volume that's going to require 2 5015 fans. Like, do you have a small dick or something? Like, this is just unnecessary, and this is like half the size of the entire machine. Like, what is the what is the point? Like, hey guys, look I'm gonna post on my Facebook groups. I have 2 5015 fans. I'm so much better than you. And then it looks like you also got a little Wise Cam here, just chilling in the background because you like having your network backdoored by Chinese companies. Like, what? Why are you putting heat sinks on your stepper motor on an Ender 2? Like,
burn it.
I don't understand. Like, are you running your VREFs that high because the board is so crappy that they can't make it not lose steps without overheating your motors? And then what is going on with this tensioner? I've seen these before. Okay, let's just go over here. Let's take a look at this. What is it? Is this some weeb shit over here too? I'm more curious to know what's going on right here on the right side. What did you do? Is this like it looks like an Ender 5 over there, but you do realize this is supposed to come forward more, right? Like these brackets are supposed to come forward. I actually have one of these because I got a sample of them from one of our suppliers, and they're okay, but this gap, like, ugh. And like, you're not, like, what is this too? Like, you couldn't be bothered to get the Ender 2 LCD working on your board. Spoiler alert, you can. But you're just like, fuck it. We did all this work, and this is where you decided to cut corners on. You're like, you know what? I fucking did enough shit. Let's just throw the LCD on the table here. And, like, you've got, like, what, 1, maybe 2 of our products? Maybe you got the fans from us. But let's just ignore the piece of crap board in here. We'll put a TH3D sticker on here to make people think that I didn't put a death trap of a control board in here. But, you know, it's an Ender 2. So, I mean, I like the Ender 2s. Let's be fair. But come on. This is unnecessary for a printer. You're going to max this extruder out before you would need this type of cooling on here. Okay? This type of cooling was actually designed for using a volcano, because when you're running a big nozzle, you need to be able to cool the filament down properly. This is not going to need 2 5015 fans. 1 5015 fan on this printer is overkill. Okay? I totally forgot about chat. Let's see. They made a Mini 1.1 because they released it was hot garbage. Well, they are still. But dear God, I mean, I don't even know. Is there anything I missed on here? I mean, like this, like, I guess it works, but you just half-ass it. You're like, I'm gonna do linear rails because I think I'm cool and do what everybody else in Facebook groups do. And then you're just like, ah, fuck it, just the Y's getting it. We're not, the X can eat shit. We're just not gonna put that on here. Like, just so you know, these stickers don't make your printer print better. I'm just letting you know. This isn't a Honda Civic, okay? And these aren't, you know, the Ricer gas, grass, or cash or ass stickers that give you like 5 horsepower. They don't work like that. It's not a Honda Civic. But like this needs to be fixed. This is terrible. This looks like hot garbage. I mean, did I miss anything? I mean, like, what are you doing for your spool holder? Did you just, like, bolt a piece of metal to your table because you don't want to put it up on top? I mean, like, I don't know. And at least you got a mean well. I'll give you a mean well. That's, at least you made some smart choices here. But, like, this is, like, Jesus, I don't even know. This is like putting a turbo on a Chevy HHR. Like, it's just, yeah, you can do it, but it's still a fucking Ender 2. Whatever floats your boat, Brandon. I was gonna say I'm not here to judge, but that's the whole point of this stream, so I'd be lying. All right, let's see who is next. Blight 89. I'm assuming that's Bill. Let me see here. Oh God. Is this one of those situations where it's just gonna get worse over time? Bill sent in 2 pictures here. Well, okay, you're doing something good, but don't think that just because you sent me a picture of printing some ear savers is going to save you any sort of scrutiny. Okay. What are you seriously? You were too cheap to buy the LED strips that have RGB in each diode, and you got the ones that have a separate RG and B. What'd you save, like 50 cents on that? Like, why? It's so weird. Like, let's see here. What is this? Enter 3. Oh, look at, you printed the little duct thing. That's cute. I mean, your sensor's mounted somewhat correctly. I would put that down a little bit lower, but not the worst I've seen. I've seen some shit. Let's see. I'm indifferent about this green. Also, hang on. Yeah, hello? Who is this? Oh. Okay. Blight 89, the 90s called, they want their computer speakers back. They want them back. I don't know if you were aware of that, but they just called me. So, you should probably return those speakers to them. Let's see, what else? We got all this other stuff here. He's got I think he's got a UPS, so okay. Cool. You might as well while you're sending those speakers back, send them back that Dell keyboard too. They'll probably want that to go with it. Is this like just where you throw all the shit that you don't know where it actually has a place for? Because there's a ton of shit underneath this printer. Like, this is a Creality printer, okay? This is all flammable items down here, so have fun explaining that to your insurance company. Let's see, what else we got here? Oh, you built an enclosure and you put a fan in it, but you did all this work, and then when it came time to cut a hole for ventilation, you're like, fuck it, I'm just gonna send it. This is good enough. And then just slapped it on the back there. Like, and what is this? Why is there just a bearing sitting here? Is this like a filament guide, but you're not using it? Like, you're clearly printing in here. Did you just say screw it, and you're just like, I did all this stuff, and then you're like, nah, I'm just gonna feed it in from the side. You know, you're clearly feeding it over here. Like, why go through all the hassle of mounting a bearing when, oh, never mind, there's shit everywhere up here. So, okay, that makes sense. So you're too lazy to clean up here and down here, so you have to put your spool holder on your messy ass desk with an Irwin clamp to hold it on. Okay, got it. I mean, whatever floats your boat. It's your life. Also, just so you know, this thing's gonna eat itself in about, I don't know, about like probably about 30 or 40 days, because these are pieces of shit, and the gears go right through the arm. So when you start having extrusion issues, it's because Corelli doesn't know how to make an extruder, and these things literally eat themselves alive. So have fun with that. Again, we got another printer here with 2 stickers and these tensioners. At least this guy knew how to actually put them on correctly this time. Like you remove the QR code, but you couldn't be bothered to take it off slowly or even clean up after yourself. You're just like this printer is just like, I did a lot of stuff and I did a lot of upgrades, but when it comes to actually making it presentable, fuck it. Like, just send it. You know, whatever. Like, it's, like I said, good enough. I feel like we're gonna have a lot of good enough machines here. Let's see if there's anything else in his other photo here. I can see he doesn't know how to properly tension bolts to acrylic either, because there's a huge ass crack just right here, right through. Is that the front? Did you? Why is the door on the side? Unless you have 2. Do you have 2 doors on here? Oh, you do. You have 2 doors. Okay. But you're still feeding your filament in from the side for some reason. Like, did you not think ahead when you were setting this up? You didn't know where your filament came in? Because that is not on the side that this should be. This should be over here. You know. I don't know. Some choices people make are just not very good. I mean, I know you're lazy because you bought an AC adapter for your Easy ABL kit. Like, you're like, I'm going to do all this work, but running 2 wires from my box here to my power supply, that's where I draw the line. I have swapped out tons of shit on this machine, but I draw the line at running 2 wires, and I'd rather pay an extra $3 or $4 to be able to take up another outlet on my power strip. Like, and again, like you couldn't be bothered to buy the ones that actually have RGB diodes. These are either these are NeoPixels and you're controlling them, and for some reason you have it in Rainbow Pride mode, or these are what I'm more likely thinking is the case, that these are just the cheap ones where they have a separate red, green, and blue, because you're trying to save a couple bucks. So, I mean, I can tell you're not fooling anybody. So, you know, what is this? These little stickers here? That's adorable. You got your offset sitting down here? Well, I mean, I don't think I see anything else. I mean, this wasn't terrible. Oh, wait. We got another fan down here. You cut the hole all the way open for this fan. Why did this fan... Why'd you just say this fan doesn't deserve to have a full opening? Like, I don't get it. What you can do, send this keyboard and speakers back to the 90s and route your filament properly. So, there you go. Gary Rivet. The messages here, it says, anything you want to add? CR20 with SKR 1.3, TMC 2208 drivers, Titan clone on direct drive, MKS TFT, and Marlin 2. He said, I won't be on the stream, I'll watch later. Oh, well, that's not as fun. What is this? Like, what is this picture? You're just like, oh, who cut your glass? Did you have a homeless person cut your glass? Like, what is going on there? Do you want to, like, be able to take this off your bed if you have a home intruder so you can kill him with it? Like, that looks like a shank. Look at how terrible that is. Like, and you have your Raspberry Pi just shoved in the corner here. That thing's probably going to overheat at some point. And I don't even know what's going on right here. Like, what is happening right here? There's just, like, all this stuff. There's, like, 4 zip ties on here. And you're way too close on your first layer on this print. Like, why do you even have a cover on here? This machine has a cover built into the chassis. You just wanted it to say CR20? Did you forget what model you have so often that you need to have it labeled on the printer? Like, Oh boy. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of these things called pancake steppers, but that's what they're for. Cause this is leaning. This is leaning like the freaking Leaning Tower of Pisa here. Like,
you're a goddamn disgrace.
And that clip was for the BL Touch. I see it. Don't think I didn't see it. I see it. It's right there. Like, what is going on with this wiring here? Is that some strain relief popping up? Like, this is not even level. Probably because this motor's weighing the whole damn thing down. What do you print at, like 10 millimeters a second here? Like, oh god, I just closed out live chat. Hang on. Can I close out live chat? Or bring it back? Hang on. Gotta pop live chat back out. Alright, I got live chat back. Alright, let's see. This is, dear god. Is this in like a cabinet? An old like TV cabinet? And did you just say, what did you cut this with? Did you go and get a butter knife from your kitchen and cut the back panel of this fucking thing with a butter knife? Like, or did you chew it? What is happening back here? Did you like cut out the hole for the max height that you'll print? Because that bed's gonna come back. There's masking tape stuck to the ceiling. There's more holes cut that we can see like further up that are just, it looks like you took a butter knife and you stabbed it. What is with this glass? What is with the glass here? I can see how shitty your print is and the print quality is on this mount just by the reflection in your glass. I don't know what's worse, the glass or the quality of this fan duct. How do you not kill yourself every time you try to take the print off of here? This is legitimately dangerous. Like, and then why do you have this closed source piece of garbage here and this? You just need this. You also have Octoprint. So why do you need this? And how do you see, like, and these clips, I'm finding more and more. The more and more I look at this, like, look at this. This is like ready to fling off. You just bump that or your hot end bumps it, fling it off. I'm worried about your safety. If money's that tight, I will give you a discount off of one of our Easy Flex systems so you can throw this in the trash where it belongs. And I'm talking about the glass, not the entire printer. But But this is rough. Like, and I'm assuming this is on a printed mount and this is in an enclosure. I'm sure you tell everybody you have an enclosure when what you mean is you took a butter knife to an old cabinet. Yeah, that's rough. I think this takes the cake. For so far, we've got more submissions. I keep seeing them coming in, so this is good. I'm trying not to rush through them. The next submission is from Nick R. Let's see, what did Nick R send me? Nick R sent me like huge files apparently. What is this whole area? Oh dear God, this is triggering me. I see you broke your printer, because I remember you talking to me. Did you try upgrading it and then ended up breaking everything? You printed a pie case with a fan mount, but then decided just to say, screw it, I'm not putting a fan in. Were you eating plastic over your printer? I'm assuming this is the same stuff. You're just sitting there just not nomming on some filament here, and you got like a million acupuncture needles. How often are you jamming your hot end that you need to have like 25 acupuncture needles here to clear a jam? And then you've got this thing that gets hot right next to all this melty stuff. And then I don't even, what is going on here? What did you do to this poor machine? I don't even understand what happened here. You just like took the heatsink off and then ripped the block out. And this camera, what the hell is going on here? Is this like a work in progress that you forgot? Like, is this in a corner? Like, this looks like where you stash all your old crap. But, I mean, then again, there's a doorway right here. But there's just literally shit everywhere. What is that, like 2 laptops and a bunch of Apple chargers? I don't even know what is this? And you got like some sort of bomb over here? Like, what are you trying to do? Or is this some sort of panel you're trying to make it seem like you've got a DeLorean? You're gonna relive your childhood by making a Back to the Future replica of a DeLorean with the little panels and everything? Like, I don't even know. Like, does it get any better after this? Slightly. Not much, but slightly. Those of you guys asking in the chat, there's a link in this video description. There you go. I just posted in chat again. You have this in an enclosure. Do you have this printer bolted to the wall? And what is happening here? This makes no sense at all. I'm just kind of speechless right now because, like, what is going on with this installation? Did you did the outsides and you're like, screw it, I don't need it in the center. So we're just gonna send it, and then we've got a 24 volt fire starter, and then you got an ATX one here. So if I had to guess, you're probably running the bed off of this power supply that is a fire hazard. I hope you check the grounding on that. And then you're probably running everything else off of your ATX power supply. But, like, I would be worried about this thing catching on fire. Why do you have a Velcro strap holding your fan up? What is going on here? Like, why do you need this? How many times have you cracked this mount? It looks like you've cracked this mount at least 3 or 4 times. And I can only assume this is copious amount of Kapton tape on here. This triggers me. Your wire, the wiring's garbage. Just absolutely garbage. You know what? I think you're just one of these people that just...
Oh, I love trash.
That sums it up. Right there. Alright, next one. It flops around too much? That sounds like a personal problem, Nick. Okay. So, you've got a bullseye. Mount your damn wire. No, you're gonna ruin this. And in all seriousness, you need to mount your wire correctly. Should be secured down here. More clips. So not only did he have the clips, but he lost the OEM ones and then went out and bought pink ones instead of just replacing this. This guy was actually like motivated enough to run his power to his power supply. There's not too much to say. That's what kind of USB cable are you using here? Like, are you worried about trying to power the entire printer over this? And you just took the foam out of the box and put it under here. Was your girlfriend complaining it was too loud? Like, I mean, it works, but it doesn't look good. And then you've got a giant bottle here. Well, not giant. This is just like a standard one. This expired 3 fucking years ago. 3 years ago. And it's only 50%. But I'm willing to bet this is still pretty flammable. And you have it next to this thing. You might want to reevaluate your life choices. That's all I have to say here. I mean, like, what is all this random crap in the background here? You got one of these. You still haven't thrown out. Oh, so you actually went and bought another plate. You went and actually spent money on a piece of glass that needs clips that went out of style like 2 years ago, and then you still haven't thrown the box away. I mean, whatever floats your boat. Not much more to say about this one. I mean, like, the wiring is rough. This wiring is rough. You need to fix that, or you're gonna have issues down the road. Like, throw this out. This expired 3 years ago. Just get rid of it, and peel this sticker off. Do you really want to have Creality's Chinese QR code on there for their Facebook group that they have no idea how to run correctly? Ugh, it's bad. All right, next one, the 3D printing Belgian. He said he wasn't going to be on, but he was going to send me some pictures. Let's see here. What did he send me? These are big ass files. How big are these photos? Some of these photos, we have a gig down here, and this is loading like I'm on freaking dial-up. Oh, look it's a promoter, because he apparently broke this. That's clearly not working. There's no way this machine runs. I'm pretty sure he told me that this doesn't run. I'm not surprised. These aren't really known for their longevity. Wish there was a little bit closer picture. But, I mean, apparently, though, it's 2020 and we're still using an Xbox 360 and a Wii U. And apparently, it takes him forever to unpack when he moves. What is this thing? Is this just a project you just, like, started and we're like, screw it? Like, I don't need this? Like, that's clearly a printer. What else do we got here? Oh, here we go. Oh, look at it, guys. I have a Prusa. I bought a Joseph Prusa. It's a Prusa. Oh, I can't say anything bad about the Prusa. Oh, except he did have the extrusion issue, because why else would you put a Bondtech on a Prusa? Because that's the only way to get it printing correctly without any inconsistent extrusion. So, and why is there this giant light in front of here? Like, is there even a camera on this printer? Do you need this much light on your machine when you're just, like, removing prints? And you've got some sort of, is this like lotion? What is this? There's lotion and a little figurine. I don't even want to know. And then here's a whole thing of rags back here. I can put one and one together, okay? I'm not an idiot. And I hope you fixed the wiring on this. This is just a fire shot. What are these? Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not from the US. You guys got these weird plugs that are just huge for no apparent reason. Like, and you've got, dude, you think I wouldn't notice these over here? These batteries that need to be thrown out or rewrapped? It's probably just time to get rid of them. This is not good. Like, what were you doing? Like, were you gnawing on them? Like, just be like, nervously chewing on your batteries when they're out of your vape? Like, Jesus Christ. I mean, not, aside from being messy, not too much else to rag on them about here. Unless I'm missing something. This is weird. What is this? Does this go with your other doll and the lotion? Like, I have no idea. And you use a giant scraper. You have flex plates on both these printers, but for some reason, you still have a giant scraper here. Doesn't make a lot of sense. All right. Oh, Vision Miner sent us stuff in. Let's see what Vision Miner sent in. Let's see. What did Vision Miner send in? Oh, they just sent in a boring industrial printer. Whoa. Hey guys, look at me. I've got, oh, he made sure here. The new Intimasys Pro 410 high temp dual extruder machine. Only $27,000. You know, because why not? Like, and it still has a shitty touchscreen. There's the losing point right there. I mean, look, it can get hot, but it's still got a touchscreen. It's probably closed source firmware. Oh, look at, we're fancy. We got water cooling, and we got a cable chain, and you only have to sell your firstborn to get it. And we're probably What are we feeding? 1.75 into here? Oh, so $27,000 on a printer, and you guys still can't injection mold your fucking housing cover here. This looks like some sort of connector cover. But you're a 3D print that, because you know what? Fuck it. We got to cut costs somewhere. Like, let's just 3D print it, guys. Getting a mold cut for this is too expensive. Let's just print it. We've already maxed out our budget on this, and you know, $27,000. It's going to cost us like at least $500 more to get that injection mold made. But let's just print it. No one's going to notice, you know. And like, we're not going to be able to charge people another $5 for an injection molded part here. Like, so we have to print it. Obviously, this is the only choice, is to print this. So, what else is this? Oh, we got a little drawer. We got to put this in here. I mean, this makes sense. If it's hydrophobic, it's got to go in here. But we got $27,000 for a printer, and you fucking cheap out here too. We're just gonna put a non-geared extruder on this, you know, 27 grand. We maxed out it on everything else. We made a fancy housing. We probably paid like a software company, you know, a couple $100,000 to make the closed source firmware instead of just using Marlin, you know, because we got to be special. Just fuck it. Just throw like our own little fancy looking MK8 on here and just send it. Like, come on. Oh, fuck you. Fuck you, Rob. Touche. That was good. Oh, God. All right. The 3D printing Viking, Thomas. Let's see what Thomas sent in. Oh, God. I need to just take in what's happening here right now. Why did you go through the trouble of printing this whole top cover when the metal cover looked way better? And you still have the top fan here that's going to get filament in it. And I'm pretty sure this is Pet G, and you don't have your profile dialed in because I see blobs all over this. And then I'm assuming this looks like an adjustable end stop, because you're too lazy to put ABL on here. So you're just like, screw it. I'm just going to print this little crap thing. Like, is it going to get better or not? I see you don't mind using really crappy USB cables here either. You know, who cares if we get comm dropouts? You're not printing anything important anyway, so I guess it doesn't matter. Let's see here. Oh, look, I printed some little color things. Are you one of those people that color coordinates your whole printer? Yeah, you are. Except, what is this? You went through all this trouble to print all this aesthetics, and then you're just like, fuck it. The LCD cable can hang out here. It's not like they make cable clips or anything that you can just, you know, print and snap on there. You like started, and then you just said, screw it. Like... And what kind of setup are we having here? Is this is a direct drive? I'm assuming you probably put like a Humera or something on here, and you're feeding in from the side here. You just got the little guide tube going in there, and your wife wanted you to print a vase so she can justify having the printer in the house. You can be like, here, I don't just print stuff for the printer. I made you a vase, honey. Look at this. It's useful. And then you go back to printing parts that are absolutely useless. Like this cover here and this fan grill. Like this looks worse than the factory cover. I don't know what you were trying to go for here, but this doesn't even look better than what it came with. Like, this is arguably a downgrade and would look way better if you just put the metal cover back on. Like, fine. I'll let you get away with the red stripes, okay? But this isn't even flat. Like, if we looked at the first picture, okay? This isn't even flat. You couldn't even print a flat print for a cover. Like, there's so much gap in here, you could slide your whole dick in there. Like, just put the metal one back on. At least it was flat. Like, I'm not even gonna touch. You got a Chinesium box here. You said screw it. You just threw your Raspberry Pi on this box, and don't tell me it's just sitting here because I can see the fucking power light here. This is hooked up and doing something. You have power going into it, like. But I mean, even looking back here, like, you just got your spank chair here with your TV that I don't know if this is wall mounted or if it's just hanging off this shelf here for dear life. And you just threw all your cables in. Like, I see your keyboard here in your computer. This is definitely your spank chair. 100% for sure the spank chair. Or maybe, you know what? I think you might also just do things on those campsites. You got a little webcam back there. And then you got a little, oh, genius at work. The printer begs to differ, okay? Don't flatter yourself. And I see you're still using the stock power supply. So just keep piling the crap around it, and it'll just give it more to burn up once that PSU does die. And I don't see all these failed prints here. Like, did you purposely put all this? Is this one of your stepper motors wires not even connected? Is this printer even functional at all? Like, is this functional? Why is there just a stepper motor wire just sitting here? I don't understand. I don't get it. He's engaged? Oh, that's probably why he needs a spank chair. Alright, let's see what the next shit we have. Oh, Joe Spanier. Let's see what Joe Spanier sent in. Oh, let's see. Oh, I got one more picture here. Oh, Joe sent me a video of his setup. Here. Yeah. That's a nice video there, Joe. Look at me. I'm Joe. I wasted $3,000 on a thing that's not even a printer. It's a platform that you have to spend like 50 hours getting to make it work right. And then I can't even be bothered to clean this up. And I've got splooge all over the screen. Like, does this turn you on that much that you can't even clean up after yourself when you're done admiring it? I mean, you do you, man. I don't care. Don't care, but I mean, at least clean up after yourself. Like, this is gross. I can see the splatter all over here. And like, do you not know how to level your damn bed? This is terrible. You've got this beautiful piece of machinery, and then you go, fuck it, this is good enough. Good enough. Just you know, whatever. Like, oh, look at me. I'm kooky and quirky. I put googly eyes on my tool changer head. Oh man. Is that even a Meanwhile power supply? Is it? You've got spool holders here, but you went to Home Depot, you picked up some PVC, and then couldn't even cut the PVC to the right length, and just shoved it in at the top. And then, I hope to God you did this for the picture, because if not, this is rough. This is rough. Like, your filament goes in one of 3 places. In the fucking printer, in your hand, or on the spool. Okay? I don't even know what to say. Is this so like you have a mint before you make love to the machine so it doesn't complain about your breath? Is that what that is? Is it that picky? I don't know. I don't think something that came from the UK would be worried about dental hygiene. Let's see here. I mean, have you even done anything with these? I remember when you got these at Murph. Or no, it was Peoria. And you've just got all these machines sitting here. Did you break this machine too? Obviously the lulzbots don't work. Is this one actually printing? Like, there's a lot going on over here. Like, this might actually be running. This one definitely isn't, which I'm not shocked about. You have the same spray bottle as me. But like, you've got a Prusa Mini just sitting here, and I see you have poor taste in processors and motherboards here. At least you got good taste in graphics cards. So there's that. And then we just got filament all over the floor. Oh, okay. So here's the tool changer. And you went through all this trouble to print these mounts, and then you just threw plywood with a piece of PVC that's not even squared up onto this $2,000 fucking machine. Just, if that doesn't say fuck it, I don't know what does. Like, this is rough. I mean, does this, at least you have one working machine here for now till you break that one too. And I see we couldn't spring for the M18. We had to go with the M12 because we spent too much money on the tool changer. So we gotta make cuts somewhere, guys. And occasionally that's in the tool department. So at least it's not a knockoff Chinese drill. At least you sprung a little bit extra for the Milwaukee. Okay. Like there's a lot here. I could spend a lot on here. I see your Ender 3 is also likely non-functional. There's cables like strewn out all over here. I know you had a hard time getting that working, because these printers are so complicated when it comes to compared to all these other ones. These are just really hard to get running. Like, why even bother having these? Like, what are you printing on here? Is this like a sheet of plastic you bought from Home Depot? And then you put like 5 glue sticks worth of glue stick on the bed? What is even happening here? Is this glass? Is this like some sort of polycarbonate or acrylic sheet? Ugh. And throw this in the trash. Right there. That's hot garbage. I can tell that's not a main well from here. That's about it. Do you wear the gloves when you're fantasizing about the tool changer? Or is that for something else? Alright. Let's see here. Redmonius. Let's see what Redmonius sent in. I don't know why it's taking so long to pull down. Oh, look at this. For some reason, we're marking on here. Do these even run? Because it looks like neither of these run. Oh. Look at that. Someone else who wasted their money. I know the feeling. I know the feeling. I see we have... So what do we have? We have one printer that runs. And it's the M3D. You got... I don't even want to rip on you too much. That's rough. That's a really bad position to be in when your only working printer... Wait, were you dumb enough to actually buy their filament? You were. It looks like you were. I'm just going off of what I see here, and it looks like you were dumb enough to buy their filament. See, meanwhile, sitting here. This is rough. We've got like one piece of like 10 screwdriver sets here because we lost all the other ones, but we're able to hodgepodge all regular screwdrivers from the missing sets, and we've got almost half a set of all the different sizes of the regular ones, but all the Phillips look like they're missing, and these are all different brands. There's not a single screwdriver here that matches. These are all different. Like, what are we even doing here? We got more PVC. Oh yeah, because you pay $1,000 for this piece of shit, and they can't even give you spool holders for it, because that would cost extra. like why? So why on this one did you decide we're gonna put it upside down, but on this one we're gonna put it right side up, and then it's not even level? I'm not even sure what machine this is. This looks like... I haven't seen this before. But this is This thing just wants to be put out of its misery. There's no way that thing prints. No way. And is this even... What was this? Hang on, these brackets. This was an alpha-wise, wasn't it? I don't even know if this... Is there like a control box down here? This looks like it was an alpha-wise. I think this was like their U30 or something like that. That had that terrible board in it. So we've got one printer, and it's the M3D. And you bought their filament.
Boom. Roasted.
All right, let's see. I don't understand why these are taking so long to load. Oh boy. Okay. This is stupid. Okay, again, don't think that just because you're sending me pictures of helping out with people, you're not gonna get you're not gonna get more slack by virtue of signaling that you're helping out. Okay? A lot of people are helping out. You're not special. What is all over this? Are you like doing lines of cocaine while you're printing? Did you like sneeze into your stash? Like, why is there so much fine white dirt all over it? And it's all on here too. We got bed clips here too, which was probably a pain in the ass, because oh god. Oh, you got the sticker here. There's some residue on the screen here. Oh, this is Vincent. Well, Vincent, I don't know if you're aware of this, but they do make these things called right angle connectors. Why would you put this facing out when this is the front of the printer? Aren't they supposed to mount to the rear of the machine? I feel like that'd be the better decision, is to mount this to the rear of the machine. So you're not going to drop a spool or something on it. Because, like, obviously keeping your work area clean is not a priority. So eventually you're going to snap this or this off. And I'm assuming you're using Wi-Fi because you're too lazy to run an Ethernet cable over here. Like, what are we doing? Are we printing bearings here? What are we going to use these for? How many bearings do you need? What are these even for? I want an explanation. And we took the time to print them out for the webcam, but we're just going to look down at the wood for some reason. Like, we put the Raspberry Cam here, and did your tape fall down? It looks like you had it taped up. You couldn't find a mount. There's a million of them on Thingiverse, and you just said, let's just tape it. Like, and what's going on here? These wires are just sitting here. You got this like clamped onto the side here. You clearly have poor taste in tubing. You've got all the, I thought these were filament guide bearings. You got these sitting here. For what reason? What is this? You got some Wheaties back here? What are we doing? I don't know if you know this, but there are these things they make called side cutters, and you trim the zip ties after you install them. You don't just leave them sticking out like that. You have to trim them, because otherwise it just looks like you're lazy. Just saying. Like, and what's the point of this? You're just adding weight. Like, I say this stupid shit in the Facebook groups all the time. Like, guys, look, I print a thing and it turns around when my extruder's moving. Did you know that? I can see my extruder moving because there's a hand or some other figurine or a baby Yoda stuck on my extruder. And I can see it spin. Isn't that cool? No, it's not. It's stupid. It's literally does nothing other than add additional shit to go wrong on your printer. Like, and you have auto bed leveling. Why do you have these giant ass knobs still when you have auto bed leveling? I don't get it. Jesus Christ. I need a coffee. And what's up with this green? Did you just go online? You're like, yeah, puke green silk. That's a great color. Let's roll with it. Like we're just gonna send it. Just yeah, puke green. That's my great color. That's my favorite. Is that all you buy? Because like, I mean, like maybe you had a sample of this, but like, this is puke green silk. This is puke green silk. All this is puke green silk. Like, you obviously, like, here's the thing. You cut a zip tie here. Either this was one that you cut, or you know what? I'm more willing to bet that this was probably one from the factory print, which means this has been sitting here for a long time. Like, how long has this been sitting here, Vincent? Like, are you too lazy? You can't clean up here? Like, look at this. This is just one wrong move away from snapping your USB port off. And then you're probably going to complain online about how you know, the Raspberry Pi people won't warranty it because you broke your USB port. You know, but like this is I in all seriousness, I would not have this here. This is just waiting for one of these ports to snap off. This will take the port off your motherboard clean off easily if you hit that. But you know, hey, whatever. Maybe you're made out of money and you don't care. Whatever, screw it. Main boards are cheap. Let's just go through them like candy. Oh, now we have what is going on? What is happening with all these color choices? Is this before or after? You like had some sort of uniform theme going here. And then you just decided to just say fuck it. I'm just going to grab whatever filament I have. And then you clearly ran out. You ran out of plastic here. Like, look at me, guys. I gotta make sure everybody knows I bought an overpriced motherboard for my printer. And so every picture now, everybody knows I have the easy board. So I can make people think that I'm special because I bought an overpriced board instead of those Chinese ones. Like, cool. I did not know that because you had a Raspberry Pi in here, you're running Octoprint on it. I never would have guessed that. But I'm very glad that you put a label on the top cover for this so everyone knows that you're running Octoprint. Because here I thought you were hosting a web server on your printer just because you're limited on space. So I'm very glad you cleared that up because I was really wondering what that Pi was doing. And the last thing on my mind was that it's running Octoprint. And the last thing on my mind was that there was a Raspberry Pi in there. I thought maybe you threw an Intel NUC, actually, like at first glance. I mean, Intel NUC was what I thought, but this clears everything up. Everything up. This clears everything up. So I'm very glad that you cleared that up with these new covers that don't match at all. There's no continuity anymore to your the only thing you had going for you was the continuity with your colors, and you fucked it all up. You had it going for you, and then you fucked it all up. So we went from puke green, but at least it matched, to just whatever fucking filament I had laying around. Like, yep. I should have opened this other picture. You know, aside from me not really liking the color in your stupid hand here, like, do you put your little dick in there? Is that what that was? And it just turned around, you're just like, it touched it? Like, is that what that's for? Your ears are bleeding now? Like, then you fucked it all up. You really messed it up. All right, well, that's enough on Vincent. Oh my God, there's actually a lot of submissions now. This is gonna go for a while. We're already an hour into this. This one is from Dr. Jekyll, and his comments on this were heavily modded Ender 3 and a half-build BD 3D Super Cube. Way more in mods than the printer is worth, but oh well, I'm having fun. Whatever you need to justify your obsession. So let's, what are we starting with here? Well, I mean, this is just blurry. I mean, this just shows that you have no follow-through on projects, which I know nothing about. I get everything done. I don't have printers sitting around here still in boxes or out of boxes or literally sitting in my garage. I don't have half-assed finished projects sitting around, but you know, you clearly can't follow through with anything. And this is apparently in your bedroom. Like, either that or you have a massage table and you give happy endings. I don't know what that is. Is that a massage table or a bed? Like, what's going on here? Take it easy, Tom. Or Vincent. Let's see. There's really not much to say other than you can't finish that project. Like, that's about it. Like, I'm trying to see what's going on here. Okay. That's a clone bond tech. And that's a Feist tech sheet. So clearly having things work correctly is not important to you. I mean, at least you didn't buy a clone BL Touch. You actually put a decent sensor on there. But what is going on here? This isn't even the correct connector. And you put quick disconnects on your heater because everybody knows that when you have a 3D printer, you change the heater cartridge every other day. Every other day. So we got to have a quick disconnect on here. And I don't know what's happening with your stepper motor wire. What is happening with the stepper motor wire? Why is there this big bulge? Did you splice this in with something? Like what is running the stepper motor? Did you use a USB cable to extend this? I don't know, it looks like a clone to me. Or it could just be the rest of the shitty parts around it that make me assume it is. I mean, you got the 3D fused upgrades, and then we obviously did not spend the money. We put like $500 worth of linear rails on here, and then said, fuck it. Even buying a $30 cheap Chinese board with Trinamics was too expensive, so we're just going to put up on some blocks, like a hillbilly with a car in the driveway, and some foam. That's how we're going to quiet it down. So, you know, I guess you got to draw the line somewhere where your priorities are. So if you want to, we're gonna call this the hillbilly printer. That's what we're rolling with, the hillbilly printer, because it's up on blocks. Like, does this even run? Like, I'm really curious to see if this runs, because there's a lot of like weird wiring going on here that I'm not comfortable with. Like, this makes me really uncomfortable. These could pull out very easily. There's nothing holding this in. I'm assuming this is for a fan. Like, if you have the Easy Board, why is this up on blocks? There's no reason to have it up on blocks. Like, or you keeping your weed stash underneath the printer? Like, is this where you're stashing your stuff? No one's gonna think to check under the printer. Like, gives a whole new meaning to the word hotbox. You know. I guess that's it.
You're the reason this species is a failure, and it makes me angry.
Let's see. Our next submission comes from, I'm going to say your name wrong. I'm going to say it's Theory Dukes. Theory Do? I don't know. You have that weird, people are going to say how to pronounce it. I'm going to remember it. We're going to be on this for a while. I can already tell. What? Yeah, this just needs to go away.
Burn it.
Just go away. What is going on here? I don't understand. Like, how do you even work at this desk? Is there anything even connected to this monitor? Is this monitor just sitting here because you have nowhere else to put it? Like, what is happening here? This is clearly it says check signal cable right here. We've got, I mean, at least it looks like your filament's on the roll. Maybe this one. I don't know about that one. You've got scrapers here. Oh, you know, that's probably so you can actually use the Wham Bam stuff correctly, because I see you got the stickers everywhere here. So, I mean, I understand. I understand when products don't work like they're supposed to. And then we've got, like, we can't even clean off our slap mat here. Like, this is supposed to be able to be cleaned off, and you probably haven't cleaned this in like, what, a year now? We got an HDMI cable sitting here. We've got a 3D printed funnel. We've got resin on the desk. This probably has resin on it, so this defeats the point of having a mat in the first place. Like, your gloves are about to fall off the desk and go into this void, which I'm pretty sure there's tons of stuff down here, because it probably just falls and you're just like, screw it, it's not worth going down there. Just like down here. Like, you've got two voids here. And how many of these are actually, like, hooked up? Like, you've got like some sort of power meter here. I'm assuming this is like a kilowatt knockoff, and you've got something plugged into that. What's in the other photo here? What is this? What is this? Like, what is this? No, I'm kidding. I was actually talking about the wires, not the wham bam. Like, you clearly have the vibration dampeners, which actually just screw up your prints because your motor's like flopping around like a limp dick. But what is going on here? Why are these not cable managed at all? Why is your wire harness slipped back? This is all bulged up like this because it's not fully out. Are you using the little like holder here in the Cricut to like catch water from the ceiling? What is going on here? I think you need to just literally disconnect everything and start over. I think you really need to start over. Like, I don't even know what to say at this point. Like, this setup is really bad. Like, legitimately bad. I gotta stop looking at this. It's like a train wreck.
Ooh, burn!
Scuba Man. Scuba Man is the next submission here. Let's see. I don't know if it's my web host or what, but this takes forever. Let's see. What do we got going on here? $16 grams full. Are you one of those weirdos that weighs your filament? Is this your modem just hanging out here? Like, this looks like a cable modem or a DSL modem or something. Nothing is mounted straight. You got like a CO2 detector here that's just, you just threw it on the wall. This isn't straight. These are just here for nothing. Like, what are these even here for? I don't understand. We've got a 3-pin splitter here that's like just coming off here. Did you have like your I'm assuming here you got like notes here about your access points and your cameras. Was like your network stuff mounted to here and then you moved it for some reason? But your modem's clearly still here and you're just letting this dangle by the wires. Like there's literally a DC barrel jack just sitting here in front of the picture along with a bunch of Ethernet cords. I don't even know what I would do in this situation. This is just really bad. Like what went, do you not know how to put a light strip in? What is going on here? It's like folded over here, it's folded over here. Like, why would you even want to shed more light on this? Do you want to really feel and see how bad your setup looks? I would be putting this thing in like a room with like a 20-watt incandescent bulb and only going in there to clear prints off. I mean, the printer itself doesn't look too terrible. You got a couple little upgrades on here. You know, your tensioner's a little wonky. You got a bottle of alcohol between a power supply that likes to blow up and a laser printer. That's a great combination. And we've got this all sitting on a metal rack, so if the power supply is a bad ground, not only will you get electrocuted, but electrify the whole rack, so that's a good way to ensure. We've even got, there's lights down here. We even have lights down here, meaning there's stuff that's plugged into the wall that has power down in this abyss. And you stock your toilet paper right next to the printer. I guess that's appropriate. Like, I guess that's really appropriate. I've got some really good clips here, but I'm gonna save them because this isn't even worth that good clip. I'll have to save that for a really good one later. Patch your drywall, mount your stuff so it's correct. Can you do that, please?
Boom. Roasted.
This next one is from Michael Castle. or Cassell. I'm gonna say your guys' names wrong. I don't understand why these take so long to load. I don't get it. What is going on? I think my internet is working okay. YouTube's not complaining about my stream. Is it just that you guys are sending me like 30 megabyte pictures? Whatever, we'll roll with it. I already have so much to say and it's not even about the printer. What is happening with these pictures here? I mean, I'm going to assume, you know what, these are probably like test prints because like this says grand format inkjet printer. So I'm assuming this is some sort of color test pattern, but it still doesn't make it any less creepy. Like, what is up with this guy? Like, these guys are both equally creepy. Like, this guy looks like the dad that will sit there and judge his neighbor's lawn. Like, I mean, there's not much to say about this. I see you aren't printing with it, which has been my experience with these. So, I mean, there's really not much to say about that one. It's a row stock. They're a pain. Took forever to get ours running. Let's see what else we got. Oh, well, that's in the top of it. So I'm going to assume this doesn't run. I'm just going off of what I have here. I'm going to say this doesn't run. Like, what is this? Do you not know how to splice wires? These aren't even covered. You got electrical tape and Kapton tape here, and I can literally see the wire splices aren't even fully covered by the electrical tape. That's rough. And you just got a power lead here. Yeah, this definitely doesn't run. This is the main power connector here. Oh, look at that. We don't know how to use Kapton tape. We saw some people with Kapton tape on their heater blocks, so we're just gonna put it all over, and we have no idea what the purpose is. We're just gonna stick it on here because that's what everybody else was doing. And we don't know how to clean our nozzle apparently either. That's a foreign concept, nor do we know how to actually do prints because this is real bad. Not the worst I've seen, but that's real bad. Look at that. That's great print quality. Absolutely great print quality. Look at that. Complete with all sorts of glue stick on the bed. Oh, that's the last picture? I'm sad. I kind of went through that one quick. But there really wasn't much to talk about there other than that creepy dude sitting there. Let's see. Master or disaster? Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to let these load on my other screen just in case someone trolls me and sends something terrible in. There's really not much that would faze me. Like, I want to know how big is this photo? Does Chrome tell me? I mean, it's a pretty big size photo. Let's see. What do we have going here? We think we own a Prusa. So we put a Prusa bed on a CR10 because screw it. Let's get rid of the reason to buy a CR10, which is the 300 by 300 bed. And we're going to be different and put a Prusa on here. Why? Why? And then we sprung for the Prusa bed, but I'm pretty sure this is not. That might be a genuine Bondtech. Is that I don't know if that is a genuine Bondtech, but why would you kneecap this printer? Oh, sorry. Here's the note. CR10S Mini, Prusa bed, and other extras. This is a downgrade. The CR10S Mini actually has a really good bed that heats up. Why would you put a Prusa bed on a CR10 Mini? Like, this is pointless. Their beds don't heat up any quicker than the Minis. What possible reason could you have for switching this out? I don't understand. And then you were too lazy to to take your old extruder motor off. You just left it there. Like, we did all this other work, but that was too much work. This is where we drew the line. For some reason, we have wire going up into our extrusion, and these should really just be pulled out. These are going to rub. These are going to rub. I pull these out of all our machines. I don't know. Ask the Chinese old curmudgeon. I have no idea why the Mini exists. But I can give you the number for that other guy who has the speakers. You can probably send your mouse back with his speakers, too. So, let's see here. I'm loading up another one. Let's see what we got coming in. This is N Mavor. It starts as a Tronxy X5, but is now a working printer using Easy ABL from Box of Crap, Dual Z, New Bed, SKR 1.3, and new LCD. I love when people take a Chinese printer and put another crappy Chinese board in it. Just looking at this, I feel like it would have been easier for you to just get a new printer and start over. I'm assuming this was... I'm assuming this is in a non-functional state. And this was like the in progress, like... We also don't understand how to mount our Z motors. And if you're going to use a top-mounted Z motor, you don't use a flex coupler. Now let me explain to you why you don't use a flex coupler. There's this thing called gravity. And what gravity does is it pulls down on things. And if you have something that's springy, it's going to bounce. So you don't want to put a springy coupler with a top-mounted motor because it's just hanging. You should either put it on the bottom or on the top. But I mean, you've somehow managed to take an already crappy printer and make it worse. I think you deserve this.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.
That was definitely justified. I mean, if it works, I guess, but you did all this work, and again, what is this board even? Is this like a Raspberry Pi knockoff? It looks like a Raspberry Pi knockoff. And then, what is this? Dude. Okay, we got a Death Trap power supply. I hope to God you're not running this heated bed off of that power supply. There's more. There's more. Why? You've got mains voltage exposed here. You've got a rat's nest of wires. How is none of this shorted out yet? You're using a scrap piece of paper from what looks like to be a box because you couldn't be bothered to print the case for this. You probably got this in a mystery box because you're too cheap to buy an actual new kit. What is happening here? Did you use the same box to insulate your wires? There's like, what is going on? Yeah, you definitely got this in a mystery box because here's one of the black sensors. These definitely were in the mystery boxes here. That's blue tape is not electrical tape. What is happening here? Oh wait, there is a case for it, but for some reason, we thought a piece of cardboard would be a better insulator than a piece of plastic that actually fits the board. We just said screw it. There's another case. There's two. You have two cases already printed here. And your choice was, let's just put it on a piece of cardboard and rest it against the metal extrusion. What could go wrong? And then you got all these. Here's another thing. As you're using this for somehow this works apparently, and I use the term works loosely. Whatever you define as works, you say it works. Here's another thing. Where the hell is your fucking ground wire? Why are you running this off of? This is already a death trap with this power supply. Here's your ground terminal right here. Here's your line, your neutral, and your ground. You can't even be bothered to grab a three pin cord and put it in here. You don't care about your safety. Nothing. I mean, just the fact that this is all sitting here, you really don't give a shit. That clip was absolutely warranted, and this is before I even saw all this. This is just getting worse and worse. Like, this is definitely your cord. So instead of taking a 3-pin cord, which you probably have a million of laying around, you decided that was enough. Are you literally just using this to power the Easy ABL kit? Are you trolling right now? I can't believe that somebody would actually do this. Did you literally set this up just to send this in? Because I see the other power supply back here, and I'm noticing here that you have these giant-ass wires to power the Easy ABL kit. And I don't even know what to say. I don't even know what to say right now. I expect to follow a picture when you actually take this seriously and fix this. This is rough. This is real rough. I don't know. We might be able to top this, but this is going to be really hard to top. Like, this is going to be really hard to top. And we've also got a spool holder printer here, but we're just, where are we feeding this from? Like 5 feet away? Like, if we just look here, it doesn't look half bad. You know, it's like, if we put a paper bag down here and just ignore this, we can, you know, somewhat be happy with this, but, oh, you don't even need a second power supply for the ABL. You just run it off your printer's power supply. This is not needed. What is the point? And then you can't even, I mean, I'm not surprised. The fact that this looks like this, I'm surprised that you can't even be bothered to peel the plastic covering off your workbench here. Or throw out this Sun MySQL book that's probably like 10 or 15 years old at this point. How long has this been sitting here? And like there's more. The more and more I look at these pictures, the more and more crap I see. You've got an LCD sitting here with an SD card hanging out of it, just under. Is this hooked up? Is this actually hooked up to this printer that's sitting over here? This looks like a CR10. All right, I'm done with that one. Let's see. John Mack, my first printer, first day. Well, this really doesn't count. Oh, it's an ANET. It's gonna start a fire. Oh no. Oh no, it's an ANET.
You have the right to remain.
Alright, let's see. Prusa color, Prusa quality. He did not put his name or nickname in here, so I don't know who this is from. But this is clearly someone who really wants a Prusa, but can't afford a Prusa. So he's going to print all the parts for his Ender 3 in the Prusa colors, and then he's going to tell people that really have no idea what they're talking about when it comes to printers that he has a Prusa, and they're going to believe him because they have no idea. You know, this is imposter. This is an imposter Prusa here. Let's see. Whose is this? Are you guys in chat? Because no one put anything in here. Like, this is. Oh God. What is with this white tape? What is going on here? I would tell you to route your sensor wire correctly, but that's not my product, so if you break it, I really don't even care. What is this? Why is this like 10 inches long here? What is the point of this? I don't understand. And we've got two 5015 fans because he went on a Facebook group and someone told him that, hey, yeah, you totally need two 5015 fans for printing out of a 0.4 nozzle. Like, you don't. You really don't. Let me just take this all in for a moment here. So we've got the cable chains. This guy went on a Thingiverse binge. You know how people go into AutoZone and they spend like $500 in the aisle buying like all the fake stick-on chrome shit and the vent hood scoops and the side scoops. This is the equivalent of that in the printer world. Like, he went on a Thingiverse shopping spree and just printed every little fucking thing he could find that matched the search result for Ender 3. That's what this is. Like, who needs... Is this even Pet G? Maybe it's Pet G? Like, I think it is. I think it says or PCTG. I don't know. It's a brand I've never even heard of. And why isn't your printer facing forward? Why is this facing off to the side? I don't understand. Why do you need such a big wrench to work on the printer? Are you like hitting it with it? This is completely unnecessary. Completely unnecessary. Like, you got a cable chain here and a cable chain here, but you didn't do the one for over here. That's the one cable chain that would actually be useful, would be the one going to your hot end, but you did it on the other ones here. Like, Jeremy have no way in the world I submit my workbench. Fine, whatever. Be a pussy, I don't care. Let's see here. I accidentally closed chat out again. What else do we have? We've got twist ties that he took off his loaf of bread here to tie these wires together. This is rough. We got more tape. What is with you and this tape? And then you've got this cover here that came off. Either put it back on or throw it out. Like, I don't even understand. You're not even using the cable chain. This is empty. What is the point? What are you trying to accomplish here? And your extruder sucks so much you had to put your bed spring in here. I mean, kudos for, reusing it. But, Jesus. I'm not a fan of this machine. And you didn't even attach the cable chain down here. There's just like 6 links and then it goes back to the thing. What is the point? What are you trying to accomplish here? The cable chains are supposed to be mounted at both ends. You literally printed like 6 links and then just said, fuck it. Like, is it so people think you have a cable chain if you take pictures of it from the front? I don't understand what the point was. And you got a cable chain link here. You've got one here. And there's more parts here. This is like you started a project and you said, screw it. Just take it off. Take it off or finish it. That's what I want you to do. Take it off or finish it. Those are your choices, okay? Let's see. The next one, Adam Thomas, and in the comments he put Ender 2. Have you heard the phrase lipstick on a pig? Does that ring a bell? Have you ever heard the phrase lipstick on a pig? Now, here's the problem here. One, you've got like $400 worth of hot ends on a printer that was $120 new. And you have no fucking idea how to manage your cables. You could spend $400 on hot ends, but zip ties were apparently too expensive. So we're using whatever bread ties we had laying around to hold these wires up. I wish there were more pictures of this machine, because I feel like there's a lot more that I could critique. It looks like you took your whole control box off, so you probably have this sit. I want to see how you have the control box. Like, you left out the best part. Like, you're just giving me this. Like, why would you've got all this work into this machine, and you couldn't even be bothered to cable manage it? Is this like... I'm pretty sure this LED bar mount is broken, and that's why it's hanging down so far. If it's not, this is a really dumb design. You're just shining all the light towards the front of the printer. Like, you can you know what? You can bugger off about my start bar, okay? I do serious business on this computer, okay? Here. How's this? Make you oh god. Oh god. Hang on. There, does that make you happy? There, you don't have to look at my disgusting start bar anymore. This makes no sense. And I don't understand some of the decisions here. We have cardboard underneath a heated bed. Is this like the precursor to your insurance claim on your house? Is that what this is? I don't understand. Why would you put cardboard underneath? That's a very terrible idea. And then we've got more kindling over here. All these plastic bags. Ugh. I mean, you can submit your stuff anonymously. Oh, we got this one from Renegade Labs. So I'm assuming he's watching. Oh boy. I'm just gonna take, what is happening here? You downgraded your LCD, but not only do you still have a mount for an LCD here, but you printed a second one, and it's not even for the screen you bought. How do you mess that up? I really want to know. How do you mess that up? You printed a new mount for another LCD screen. It's not even the one that you actually have. And I'm assuming you probably put like an MKS Gen L in, and then you just said, fuck it, let's just put a fan sitting on top of it. Like, there's no way this could go wrong. It's not like this spins around at thousands of RPMs, and there's filament falling off and wires in the way. There's no way this could ever cause an issue, just having it sitting there at all. Like, we've got this oversized pie case too. Why does your pie case need to be this big? You have wings here to mount to the extrusion, but you haven't done it for some reason. What is even happening here? Your USB port's going in here. Is this like did you buy a USB extension cable to go to the board instead of just buying a longer cable? Like, what is happening here? Oh boy. And then we've got a knockoff Bondtech. But we're feeding the I mean, whatever. I guess that's okay. We apparently don't know how to do our cable management. This looks terrible. Is this a G-Tech? You know, this might be. Because this is flat. This might be a G-Tech. I think this might actually be a G-Tech. Because the colors would match. And yeah, actually, you know what it is? Look at the spool holder. So this isn't even Ender 3. This is a G-Tech. And you got clone. This is Clone City here. We got a clone Bondtech. We got a clone BL Touch. And then all this. Like, I mean, it's your funeral, man. It looks like we got, what, acetone or something down here? It's a great combination. Great combination here. You know, just... All right, next up we got one from David Wilson, aka Woodworker Dave. Oh, I know this guy because I remember this. Okay. I'm glad you sent this in. I appreciate the effort you've put into this. But why the hell did you not cable manage your stuff? What is the point of labeling this? I'm also glad you labeled this stuff because I had no idea that these were power supply mounts or that this was a Meanwell cover. I would be completely lost if you didn't do this. This is I see you did cribbed ferrules. We got another overpriced board. These people buying these overpriced boards, I don't get it. The SKR is way better. Stop buying these overpriced boards. You printed out tags for your cables and put crimp ends on everything. How much time did you do this? How much time did it take you to do all this? And was it worth it? Like, you took all this time to do this, and then you drew the line at the cable management. And apparently apparently at the piece of wood, did you find this laying around? Is this like an old cabinet? I'm not even sure what's going on here. We've got all these AC lines just everywhere. Just fuck it. Just put it everywhere. Like, let's not even follow the color code. It's supposed to be white and black for light and neutral, not red and black. You're not the Chinese. Why are you running that for the AC lines? And why are these not tied? Cut these short. You put all this time into this and then you just it astounds me the level work people put in and then where they decide to cut it out. I'm glad this has a label. I did not know that this was a white color theme, so I'm really glad that you have the label on there, so I'm able to identify that it's white. But then you got this one that's plus. Is that what this is? Is plus? Huh, I thought that was yellow. Okay, let's take a minute to take all this in. So we've got an Ender 5 Plus with a Chimera and a million different things on it. I do like this. I do like this. I'll give you props. This is functional. Ugh. I'm sorry, you know, I realize why I'm yawning because I'm losing my nicotine feed here. We have invoices taped to the spools of plastic for some reason. Not sure why that is. Again, a big bottle of alcohol right next to fire hazards. It's a great idea. Are we wasting money on linear rails? It looks like we are. I feel like it looks like this one. Has this one been converted to linear? It might have. I see. Yeah, I think this is all converted. So someone just wanted to waste money. Like, mind pinging me directly? I'm sure. Oh yeah, Tyler, you can message Ray. Let's see here. I mean, okay. So again, you spend all this money on these machines. You got a couple $100 worth of linear rails on these, and you don't get flex plates. We're just saying screw it. We're just putting all the we're just gonna stay with the scrapers because that's not worth it. That's where we're drawing the line. Oh, I see. This board is just literally bolted to the back of the Ender 5 Plus. Interesting choices here. Interesting choices. Now, all in all, not terrible machines, but they're too busy. There's too much shit going on these. And why do we need to have 2 light bars? Can you really not see your printers that well? Like, I don't understand this. Is this like, where is this even at? And Scotty's a hottie? Why did someone write Scotty's a hottie on your wall here? Whatever floats your boat, guys. Thanks, Scott. I appreciate it. Oh, here's another one. Oh, oof. All that money and you still can't get a good print. It's really all I can say. Like I said, people take a lot of time, and then where they decide to say screw it, it's like you're already invested, but at a certain point, I guess you got to cut your losses. But man, do you know there's these things called supports that you can put under a material when you're printing it to actually hold it up so it doesn't look like this. Like, it looks like this was dragged across your driveway. Let's see. This one is no name. It just says show mercy, Almighty One. Smile. Remember to smile. Never forget the value of zip ties. Oh boy. Oh, dear God. I was wondering why he said never forget the value of zip ties. And now I see. Why do you have such a big brib around the corner. And how many times did you like, are you having extrusion issues? What is going on here? You don't need this big of a brim. Are you trying to do ABS and like, maybe it's, oh, you know what? This might be ABS. I'm assuming this is ABS. This looks like this is an ABS setup based on the brim. You took a piece of metal cloth and screwed it over your fin. So you have all this stuff in a hot enclosure. You've got a step down converter here. You've got your power supply. You've got your Raspberry Pi. And all the other electronics, I'm assuming. I'm assuming if all that stuff is in there, then the control board is just shoved into this box. Like, why would you do this? This is like, if there's more mesh on this power supply, just put it outside of the enclosure. It's not that difficult. What is going on with this mount? I don't even know what's happening here. And then you did the I'm a cheap ass direct drive conversion. I see you. Don't think I don't see you. Like, is that the printer one or is that mods one? Might be the mods one. Still, like, oh shit. I'm just looking here, and yeah, I can't see what the temp was at. I was gonna say, if it was over 100, I'm assuming you're probably... Did you shank somebody with this knife that you're using as a scraper? That's rough. And why are there LEDs literally just stuck here with no insulation? I can see the soldered leads on here. Like, what happened here? And then for some reason you printed a different case for the ABL box? I have no idea why. But that's not the stock one. Alright. Rakush. I see you. I saw you in chat. I will... Okay. What did you do here? Did you print... It looks like you printed a ton of covers on the textured side. To go over here. You also do not have strain relief on your wire. You need to fix that. Unless you don't care about replacing the sensor. I mean, I don't care. I'll take your money. If you want to damage your stuff. Doesn't affect me. But, I mean, at least your wiring's decent. I'll give you that. Like, is this... No, this isn't an enclosure. I mean, I see the theme you got going here. I like it. It probably took you for... It probably didn't take you that long to print it. But, I mean, it looks neat. You got the dampers on here. I don't know if you know, but that stopped being cool like 2 years ago. Because your motor flexes. So, I mean, if you like having inconsistencies in your prints because your motor's, you know, flapping in the breeze, that's on you. But we got the squash ball feet because, you know, $10 squash ball feet are cheaper than putting in a silent board. Let's see. What else we got here? I need, like, more freaking caffeine or something. I mean, aside from not knowing how to mount a sensor cable, even though we literally have pictures of it in our installation guide, there's not too much I can rag on here. I mean, I don't know if you've heard of this thing called a rag and cleaner, but you could clean this up so it doesn't look like you got excited all over the rods here. But you do you. At least you know they're probably lubricated. When the last time that was, I don't know. Man, we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11 11 more to go as of right now. This next one is username name just says, can you guess? I think I can. I think I can guess. This was sent in from Shane at Fugatech. We've got all these printers, but you know, we can't afford an air conditioning unit because we spent too much money on Chinese printers. Jesus Christ. I mean, all in all, you got a lot going on here, but at least it's somewhat tidy. My question is, how many does it actually work? Because this looks like you just said fuck it and canceled the print. This one looks like it's working. Is this really an original Prusa, or is this some knockoff? So you can tell people you have a Prusa. Like, it looks like you ruined the bet on this. What is going on here? Or is that from the... No, that's from the Tarantula. We got USB cables just dangling down here. We've got failed prints, and this is just one picture. I can tell your coupler, that looks like it's stretched out right here. You can see there's like a little gap here, but you know, why would we want to replace that? I don't even know what this is. Some sort of like project that you started and never finished. Oh yeah, there it is. Oh yeah, I remember this one. This is your CR10. This is another CR10. Man, I thought I had a lot of printers just sitting around. We got an Anycubic Delta. Does that thing actually even work? And apparently, we have a hard drive magnet fetish here. Because we just have a ton of them just sitting in here. And then this doesn't even look like it's hooked up. Are there any wires going on that? Maybe. There's power wire here. Some zip ties. We got a pallet here. And then we mounted our box all the way up to the ceiling for some reason. This seems really practical. That was sarcasm, by the way. And probably a million maker boxes that you've sat on and haven't printed through. Because you've just got so much other shit going on. I feel that. I mean, this is not bad. I don't know what you're expecting, except that I know you've at least wasted about $1,500 on Prusa machines. And I feel like you're the kind of guy that just when a machine goes down, that's it. It's done. Like we'll just set up a new one and we'll pretend like it doesn't exist.
Ooh, burn! Nailed you, buddy.
All right. Our next one is from Tony R. And we've got the Ender 3 Pro Easy Board with TH3D wire. Oh, like a replacement wire. Okay, well, that's smart. Easy AVL power run and power supply to power the Easy Flex system. Oh, wait. Power supply, Easy Flex magnet, 3D fuse, complete linear rail direct drive. Well, obviously, you're someone that doesn't mind throwing away money on useless upgrades. So, let's see here. You're not giving me much to work with. You cleaned up your desk before you took the picture. Because I'm willing to bet yours doesn't look like this normally. Like, this is way too clean. There's no way you didn't clean this up before you sent the picture because you were afraid of what I was going to say. I would rather you be truthful with me. But, you know, I'm not even mad. I'm just disappointed. Like, it's an Ender 3 with some linear rails. You clearly just want to blow money on stuff. But hey, it's your money to blow. Tyler, just caption it, roast me. Let me say, I'm gonna guess Tyler's gonna conveniently have some military stuff posted, so everybody knows he's in the military, guys. Oh, look at that. Oh man, look at I've got camo. I'm in the military. And let's see, how many of these printers are actually plugged in? One of them. One of them. This definitely doesn't run. It's still got the stuff over the front. This looks like it has not run. This is just like an in-progress machine. I know this shit doesn't run because you've been bothering me because you have no idea how to fix this piece of shit. This one I think you got a couple prints out of. Like, we just got... Man, I thought I had... You copied me. You bought a K40 in the Harbor Freight cart. I see you. I see you here. Like, you knocked me off. You came to my house. You stole my idea. Like, what are you, fucking Prusa? Like... We got a little enclosure here. This is adorable. We got all this money, but we can't spend $10 on Amazon to get a curtain rod that doesn't look like it came out of a crack house. Like, what else? What else do we got going here? Oh, you got a little TV here with a wallpaper. Like, oh, look at. Guess who's a basic bitch? Tyler West is. Tyler West is a basic bitch. Hyper Tough. Where? I don't even know what brand that is. What is going on here? Let me see. What else? Let's say, am I missing anything, guys? I mean, he's not giving me too much work here, aside from the fact that for some reason, there's wires just hanging off of this machine. Like, did we put a light bar on and we took it off? Or did we intend to put a light bar on and then we just said, fuck it? So we're just going to leave some live wires here with our printer's 12 volts going to it, just hanging out here. Like, I don't even know. Let's see. What else? What else? I need to like be more attentive here. I need to look into here. I mean, here's the thing. This is way too clean. You're just like, I'm just gonna buy a bunch of filament and printers so I can take photos and post in the Facebook groups to make it look like I know what I'm doing. Like, if I got a bunch of film and a bunch of equipment, then at least then at least it looks like I know what I'm doing here. So, I mean, that's really what I'm getting for here. Fix your curtain. Can you fix your curtain rod? You spend like $10 and go buy a new curtain rod from Amazon because it looks like you live in a crack house.
Is the doctor around? Guess we have a burn victim here.
Let's see here. Griffin. Oh, this is our engineer, Griffin. I'm assuming this is Griffin. I feel like this is. This looks like Griffin's machine. And because, you know, he thinks he's special and he puts crimp ferrules on everything because he can. Let's see. He bought a dehydrator here that's probably still in the box. We got a Hemera on here. We do have a Meanwell, but that's only because the printer came with it. Otherwise, it'd probably still have the stock power supply. Let's see. I can't tell what's going on up here. You only gave me one picture. You're not any more. You know, if you guys really want me to dig in, give me some angles to work with here. I mean, this is like this is really plain. Not much here. I don't know what you want me to roast other than the fact that, you know, you had a budget of $10 for your printer stand.
Burn it.
Let's see, Midnight Ninja. Oh, this ought to be good. Let's move these over here. Hey, look, someone that understands the concept of wire management. You guys watching should take notes. Like, except like I said, people's choices of where they draw the line at upgrades. You spent money on the Meanwell, you got the ABL kit, you got 2 MOSFETs, one for your bed and one for your hot end, and you got all these other upgrades, but you said, you know what? I'm okay with mediocrity. Let's just keep the ANET stock board. What could go wrong? Like, a nice wire management here. I like the green on the black. See, like that other guy that had like the puke silk green. Like, this is a nice green. Take note. Okay? This is a nice green. Let's see. What else do we got? You know, look at, we got... I'm assuming you printed this. How long did that take you? Was that like... Is that printed? That looks printed. Yeah, that's printed. Like, is that like 10 pieces that you then glued together? I hope you printed this in PETG and not PLA, because these are all going to warp if these are PLA. Like, simple. I like that. What is going on here? Do you not understand how these are supposed to mount? That's not. They're supposed to be down here. You're losing Z height. Let's see. Yeah, you're definitely losing some Z height. Not much, but still. I feel like this is a before picture here. I feel like I remember this. Let's see here. I mean, it's an ANET. I mean, at least it's probably safe. I'm assuming you're probably running our firmware, so I mean, I would have swapped that board. Like I said, you got all this money into it, and then you decide that the stock board and this LCD, the stock board and this LCD are okay. This is where we're gonna save a couple bucks here. We did the whole AMA conversion. We did dual MOSFETs. We did a mean well, and we're just gonna keep the stock board. Like, hey Tyler, you should ping Ray.
Boom. Roasted.
Because Ray Kolodowski of Cohesion 3D's setups are up. And I think he sent me in... Did he send in two? He did. So we get to see how many... we get to see just how many machines Ray has that don't work. Because Ray's a collector of printers. He doesn't actually use them. This is just weird. What is going on here? Why is your control board mounted to the side? You have no LCD, so you're just like, screw it. Who's got time for an LCD? What is going on with the wiring though here, Ray? Holy shit. What is happening here? Why didn't you just cut these wires to shorten them? Why do you have like fucking 20 feet of wire on your hot end? And why did you put spiral wrap on your threaded rod? Are you trying to make it so people don't think it's threaded rod? You're not fooling anybody. We can see it here. Like, it doesn't make any sense. I'd be afraid of this shorting out too. You got a board strap to the side here. And it's just literally stuck to the side. Why? Let's see, we got quite a few. Oh, look it. You managed to set up Octofarm. I'm so proud of you. So we got what? I've seen 2 printers that are working, maybe? Is this one working? It might be. We've got a little let's see, we got a stylish little wall plate here with some like, is this like a kid's room? Did you evict some kid from their room to put all your printers in here? We got a printer bot. Ugh. And then, just a bag of old food up here? What's going on here? Oh, your little dice printer? That's adorable. Look at me, I'm Ray. I have a printer that costs $1,000 that's got a build volume smaller than a Prusa. Well, than a Prusa Mini. Ugh. This triggers me. So does this. This is what I mean. Ray is a collector of printers. Like, you can especially tell here, this is a completely stock CR10, and it's probably never run. He probably took it out of the box, put it in here, and was like, look at guys, I have all these printers. There's another printer down here that's dead. We've got another printer down here that's dead. We've got all sorts of crap just stacked up over here. We got another Wanhao machine that's like in pieces. At this point, just part it out. It's not even worth it. Like, just get rid of it. I don't like it. We got another, like I said, Ray collects printers. He doesn't actually use them, collects them. So we've got like half of a rail core here. Not much more to say about that. That wood paneling though, sick paneling, bro. And a Cube X. I don't even know what that is. Is this like a frame from some machine? Did you like get a deal on some old printers from somewhere that they just didn't want them? Like, oh look at it. I printed the mask things. Cool. You want a cookie? Oh look at twist ties because Ray apparently doesn't have zip ties, and the one he did have, he forgot how to use it correctly. At least his sensor cable is routed correctly. At least he has that. It's like the one thing going here. Oh, is that it? Is that all you gave me to work with here? Looks like Renegade Labs sent another one in. Ray said, I'm actually in the middle of installing an easy ABL onto Enterprise Pro. 700 plus ear savers shipped out today. Cubebacks and Cube Pro gutted. We'll get to them in a few years. Railcore build sitting since November. Looks like it. Did Railcore send me another one? They did. Oh, he sent me all his disgusting resin printers that he doesn't understand how to clean. That's lovely. And a fucking Tim Hortons cup. Because, you know, he's in Canada, if you couldn't tell. Tim Hortons. And then he's got this little... I had one of these. These are for your car. These won't do shit in a room. These little filters. They don't do anything. I mean, aside from giving you a false sense of security. Like, can you clean your fucking printers? This is disgusting. Like, you've got resin dripping down the front of your machines. On all of them. What did you like do you pour the resin like from 10 feet above the machines? How does this even get this dirty? Holy shit. I've got 6 more, including this one. Steve Shoak. Oh boy. So, Steve apparently does not know how to do wallpaper in terms of removing it, or these runners, whatever you call it, or how to patch holes. There's a cat sitting here. Even the cat is displeased with his setup. Both of these. Look at it. This cat's like, dude, your room is a disaster. Can you clean it up? But, you know, he's got the gaming chair. Oh, you literally took this while we were doing the stream. We've got an Angry Orchard sitting here. We've got, like, do these run? I'm assuming this doesn't run. You've got shit all over it. This one might run. I wish these are a little more detailed here. There's just a lot of crap. Like, how long has this priority box been sitting here on the floor here? Like, and he got the China Special on the gamer chair here. And he's got some sort of antenna here. He's probably a ham guy. And I guess his ham equipment is as neatly put together as his printers, because you can see here there's just zip ties holding everything together. Like, and we got transparency film. Were you doing face shields? Like, why is this like, ugh. I mean, at least your filament's organized. That's like the only good thing. Everything else is just chaos. Like, what is going on with this curtain too? Why is this uneven? Did you get this at like the bargain bin? It's like the reject. Ugh. You got a bottle of lotion, it looks like. Where's the towels? Do we got towels or something around here? I'm just saying, did you get those out of the shot? Did I miss them? Is that behind you? Do you keep that behind the chair? What? I'm just looking. What else? What else? What else? This is just messy. Clean your stuff up. Even your cat's displeased. Look at that. Look at that cat. He is not happy with your shit. That is a look of disapproval. And they're going to knock all that shit over. Oh, here we go. He's out of paper towels. I knew there were towels somewhere, but he's out of them. Because there's the empty roll right there.
You're the reason this species is a failure, and it makes me angry.
Alright, Adam Thomas. Well, let's start off by saying that Adam Thomas has no idea how to use a camera or what the point of this whole operation was on stream. This just, I mean, let's see. I do have some data here. The fact that you've got fans just sitting around. I think my dog might have to go out. So we might take a break here. So if you guys haven't sent yours in already and you want to be on here, go ahead and send them in now. There's a link in the video description. Oh, she laid down. She's fine. But like, Adam, do you not know how to use a camera? I'm going to assume you don't. Bill sent in another one. Oh, Bill, are you trying to redeem yourself? Did I make you self-conscious about your printer? Did you clean up your printer after I called you out? Oh, that's the controller from the Dual Mosquito. Okay. Whatever floats your boat. Don't worry. I'm a pro. I really doubt that. I really doubt that. But you still didn't route your stuff correctly. You put a hole in the top. For what? Glass is broken on the phone camera. Well, you should probably fix it. Oh, Brandon's son sent me more in. Let's see what else Brandon's son sent in. I got 2 more after this. Let's see. Well, I mean, you clean your stuff up. You got a smoke detector right here, which tells me you're not very confident in your machines. Let's just go with that. We got like 20 additional millimeters a second print speed here because we got 2 of the stickers. Let's see what else. We got some random little. This is probably like a superhero bus. Everybody prints these superhero busts so they can post them and be like, "Look at the print I got, guys." Yeah, cool. You have a 3D printer. We get it. What else here? Let's blow it up a little bit. I see we still haven't learned that the Bowden tube sucks that comes with these machines. Let's see. What else we got here? You do realize you're supposed to throw this out, right? This is garbage. This isn't going to do anything just sitting in here. Except absorb moisture, and then it's useless. And then we've got corkboard on the bottom of our bed because we like to live dangerously. You know, we don't understand the concept of a fire hazard and that, you know, this is a flammable material. Like, let's see here. Not too much, not too terrible, except the fact that he clearly doesn't give a shit about his color coordination. What else we got here? Oh, this is the first guy. Yeah, there we go, because we got the wise cam there. Look at us. We have stickers. No one's ever done that. Ever. No one's ever done that. Is sticker bomb things. What else? Sorry, guys. I am yawning here. I can also tell you did not read the installation directions because we clearly tell you to take these washers off. They don't really work very well, and they're just included with the sensors. So instead of us taking them off, we just tell you to not use them. Is your end stop messed up back here? What is going on with this end stop right here? What's happening here? There's just an end stop just literally sitting here. I've set cork on fire before. I guess maybe I just had Chinese cork. Like, why I want to know why this end stop is just sitting here. Because here's the thing, if you have the EZABL, this should be plugged into the EZABL board. So this was probably your Z end stop. Why is it just sitting here? Did you run another cable for it? Not quite sure. Not quite sure what you're doing here. All right, Llama, 3D printing Llama. Here you go. I hate wiring, can you tell? Oh boy. Oh boy. Let's see. It's like I'm on dial-up. Okay. What is going on here? We've got... Why is this so weird here? I mean, I see what you're doing. Oh, this is that weird Core XY that you've spent like 1 billion hours on. It's like the Llama XY or whatever. I remember you talking about this. I mean, I was expecting worse. You said I hate... Oh, do I have... Is this in the other shot? It is. Yup. So we've got a duet board here, and you put a decent amount of time and money into the other stuff, but we drew the line again at a safe power supply, which we then cut a hole and put an 80mm fan on for some reason. Why have you not cleaned this up? You put up, dog. Oh, I know. Can we? Hi. Can you not see I'm busy? Hi. Oh God. Guys, help. Send help. Jesus Christ. You are not a little dog anymore. You do realize this. Can you stop trying to climb into my lap? Jesus. I mean, this isn't the worst we've seen. I mean, there's been some pretty bad stuff. I think that Tron XY was the worst one I saw all stream. Why are you trying to climb in my lap? What is going on? My printer just made the weirdest noise. John Mack again. What did John send in? So you actually run these like this. Okay. Oh, alrighty. Did you print extrusion? Really? You do realize this costs more than actual extrusion, and it's weaker. You do realize that, right? What was the point of printing extrusion? Like, okay, good. You got attention. Hi, hang on. Sit. Shake. Go get it. All right, John. I'm genuinely worried about a fire happening here. Can we clean this up? What is this? Are these bottles of your own urine? What is going on here? Why are there all these bottles with what looks to be filled with a yellow fluid? What is happening? And you've got, I'm assuming this is that, you got a screen on your Octoprint? I don't know why. We got an RGB fan. So this was clearly as cheap as cheap as we can. We just bought whatever the cheapest fan was on eBay, which is always the multicolor, like 5 LEDs. They never match. They're all random colors. Like, this is all running the stock A-Net hardware too. That's even better. A printer with a terrible board with tons of potential. You took everything good about an extrusion printer and ruined it. Like, there's a lot of plastic to light up here. It's still an A-Net. Let's see, what else we got? We got a dead Delta here that clearly hasn't run in a very long time. Not even sure of the brand. I can't really tell. I'm not very well versed on Deltas, other than the fact that I've had a couple and they're a pain. We've got poor taste in tubing here. I saw. Let's see here. What else do we got going on? What is this? A FT5, FT6? One of the Folger Tech machines? That's I mean, at least there's somewhat cable management done on here. Do we not know how to throw these out? Do you save the bags from your filament rolls? The hell? And boxes, apparently. You just got an on-hub box sitting back here. Like, what is going on? Okay, what else we got hiding out in the picture here? What is with you guys and having giant bottles of alcohol next to flammable machines? Like, do we really need to have the box here for this Hitachi speaker system? How old is that from? It's got to be a couple years old at this point.
Ooh, burn!
All right, Sean Butler. ANET is being worked on in the picture. All others work. Look at me, guys. I put my R2-D2 thing on here so you guys all know that I'm building an R2-D2 because I'm an overgrown man-child and I want to build an R2-D2 that rolls around and follows me around, so I have a friend. Let's see here. What do we got? We got an ANET, we got a CR10S Pro, an Ender 5, and then an Ender 3. And what is this? Like, is this a failed print? Looks like there's just pieces of the print just falling off. This is like way more complicated than it needs to be, and your camera's not even aimed towards the machine. So on this, you did all this work on this machine, and you still have the stock sensor and the stock LCD. The two upgrades that actually make this printer decent, you didn't do, but you did everything else. You went on a Thingiverse AutoZone shopping spree. And you didn't do the two things that actually make this printer work well. Like, and then it looks like we got, you think I wouldn't see this sitting down here? This, what is that brand? Flash Forge? It looks like a Flash Forge or a Quiditech. Just that machine just sitting down here doing nothing. What is your obsession with these huge arms? Why do you need your camera arm to come out like 5 feet from the printer only to come back? Like, why don't you just have it come out, like come up at an angle and then that's it? Like, why? Why do you have this? How many times have you walked past this and snapped this off? Or someone else in your household? How many times have you just snapped these arms off? I'm assuming it's a couple times, at least on this machine, because you've got an orange part here, and then it's black, and white. So I'm assuming these have cracked off quite a few times. And it never occurred to you to maybe put a shorter arm on here that doesn't, you know, extend 3 feet from your workbench. Like, what else? What else do we have going on in the picture? We've got like a little bit of filament left. Better hang on to that. You never know when that'll come in handy. And then we've got a weird sample type spool. We've got 2 cans of Aquanet and 3 glue sticks. Well, I mean, if you're being cheap, then I guess that's one way to do it. Let's see here. Derek, Wright, and K20 Fritz. Oh boy. Oi, we've got a power supply literally screwed to the wall. I don't even know what this is. What the hell is this? Oh, and K20. Okay, so you got 2 people in the shot. I got it. So you have some weird... This is like an outdoor light you just screwed to your workbench for some reason. And then you've got a Google Home behind the printer. So you can't even see the screen for it. On it for some reason. And then you've got a subwoofer with a computer mounted right on top of it. And then you have a laptop. Or is that not a... No, that's not a computer. That looks like a receiver. Well, you've got your computer sitting on top of a stack of magnets. And I'm pretty sure this machine... I remember these. This is an HP laptop. I'm surprised this is still working because most of these died after 2 years because HP did not know how to design them. Your Ender 3's power supply is literally just sitting behind it. You've got this weird open frame mount for your printer here. You've got like a million Wham Bam stickers here, but you've got the Creality Flex plate. I see it. See it here. Let me just look at this closer. What is with people with these protruding camera arms? This is clearly past the workbench. Again, how many times have you snapped this off? Again, another big... At least this is away from the printers. There's a big bottle of alcohol here. What is this? Is this an Ender 5? This looks like an Ender 5 Plus that's been, like, stripped down. What are you saying? That's the DV6 from way back. I had multiple of those. What are you referring to? Oh, yeah, the laptop. Yep. You're right. I mean, this is just messy. I couldn't work in this area. This is like... This just gives me anxiety looking at this because of how cramped and messy this is. Like, and you've got all these LED lights, but you mounted this here too. What's the point? And I'm assuming you haven't cleaned this off in a while, considering there's like this really old candy dish box that's got like the Tasmanian devil and stuff on it. Oh boy. Chris Poppich sent his in. I love you too, Chris. AKA guest. Let's see here. We're putting dual chimeras on what is this, a Formbot? Yeah, Formbot T-Rex. And guys, just in case you didn't know, Chris wants you to know that he really loves Guitar Hero. I don't know if you know, Chris, but it's 2020, and that stopped being cool a long time ago. And I use the word cool very loosely. What else we have? We got electronic air dusters. We got VGA cables. I never understood this. There's a post-it note here. What is he hiding? What is Chris hiding here with the post-it note? Ugh. There's a lot of crap here. We've got a resin printer on the wobbliest shelf ever. What could go wrong? Bottle of distilled water. We've got just stacks of film in here. Looks like more storage containers that he still hasn't set up that he definitely could use. Let's see. We got a C270 webcam. That's worth like $90 now because people are gouging on those. I mean, nothing too spectacular here. You're just working on your printer. You could clean up your work area a little bit better. Oh god, there's still more. Jay sent this in apparently. Let's see. I mean, there's really not much here. I see you bought Creality's really crappy V6 hot end. I am gonna have to take a break here in a second, just to let you guys know. The dog needs to go outside, and then we'll pull in. I'm gonna see if I can export all the name entries and then do a giveaway with everybody that sent theirs in. What else? There's got to be something in here. Oh, yeah, here we go. Here's how I know you don't know what you're doing. You're still using blue tape on your bed, and you printed knobs for your machine. Oh man. Hi, dog. You don't understand I'm busy. I know. This isn't the Claire show. Yeah, not much more. I can tell you don't understand the concept of how to clean your nozzle, because it looks like there's like at least 2, maybe 3 nozzles sitting in here. Let's see. Fear City FPV. This should take the cake. Just because you send an ANET in doesn't mean it's automatically going to be terrible. And you uploaded the same picture twice for some reason. I feel like I've seen this machine before. I mean, this is bad, but it's not anything special. It's just a badly done ANET, and you've got mains wiring just sitting here, and you didn't ground it. Like, this isn't bad. This is just stupid. There's no grounding here. You're running a 2-wire extension cord with no grounding on a printer that could really use some extra grounding. Like, here's what I'm gonna do. I got a couple more. You guys send your submissions in. there it is. So I'm gonna spam that link here. I'm gonna take 5 minutes to let the dog out. We're gonna come back and then I'll cut the submissions off like right after I get back, and then we'll do I'll export the names and we'll do a drawing. Or should I have you guys decide who wins? Yeah, you definitely uploaded the same picture twice there to your city. So I'm gonna go ahead and put this on like my BRB mode. So let me open my timer app here. So this is my little thing. BRB in. And just tack on some minutes here. Hit start, and then I'll be right back.
Begin playback of a disc. Turn the player power on. Place the disc on the spindle. Use the play button to start. Vision that you be the boss. Now I'd like to show you some of the valuable things your MCA Discovision system lets you do. Most persons find it more convenient. Gently pull up as you press down on the center shaft with your thumb. You'll hear a click. Simply plug one jack into this outlet. How about that? Pretty easy, isn't it? This red light comes on. Simply press stop. Now, after I've stopped the action, you're going to practice using these buttons. The Discovision player gives you many special capabilities. Stop, play, slow, forward and reverse. Imagine a dog chasing a rabbit around a tree. How can you get there in a hurry? Now you enter the number just like dialing a push-button telephone. 2, 6, 3, 2, 4. Search. By the way, notice that the sound cuts off when you're running at anything other than normal speed. Use one of the step buttons. One single frame of picture is now held on the screen for as long as you want. Take as much time as you want, you're in control. Now here's step forward.
All right, I'm back. How's that? Let's see. We got a couple more submissions. So, where's my chat? All right. Let's see here. PSU's hanging because of your dual Z kit. It's almost like, dude, awesome. I think we've got past $100, so I'm gonna order at least 10 rolls of filament for the face shields. I'm gonna spend more than we actually took in, but it's all good. I don't care. So if you guys want to help me out, if you find me some deals on filament, and you can just submit them through the Roast Me forum. If you want to send me links, just upload like a placeholder picture. But anything, any cheap PLA. But K Fritz, there's literally an entire page in our knowledge base with links that are direct downloads to relocate to PSU. I know reading's hard, but it's there. I'm just saying. All right. The next one we have is from Dennis, and Dennis did not give me any other context other than that. I was gonna say, why would you mount these to the wall? But if I had wallpaper that looked like that, I wouldn't give a shit about it either. So there's that. Let's see here. So we got, what is this, an ANET? What did this start its life as? Because these are not creality brackets. I'm pretty sure this is an ANET, judging by the control box and the T or the V or the T slot wheels on that T slot extrusion. And I see you did the same thing a lot of other people did, was you got rid of the ANET carriage and you replaced this X extrusion with V slot and a creality carriage. Because I did the same thing on our ANET E10. Go lay down. Can you go lay down? Does Claire get a treat, guys? You want a treat? Does Claire get a treat? You get a treat? You said? I don't know. We gotta see what chat says. Have you earned a treat yet? Do you want a bacon strip? Do you want this? Want this? Yeah? I don't know. They haven't said anything. I don't know if they haven't gotten it yet, but I mean, if they don't think you get dessert, do you want a treat? No one's saying anything. I guess you don't get one. Fine. Yeah, you failed. Here, they said you get 2. All right. Okay, let's see here. Yeah, you're printing a brain? Well, I mean, you did buy an ANET, so got him. You guys don't have to donate. I was throwing it out there because I was gonna order filament anyways, but it does help out because I don't know how much we're gonna be able to write off. I don't really care if we can write off any of the stuff we're doing for the face shields. I'm literally doing it just because we're in a position where we can. If you guys do have old, I'm gonna switch over here to main view for a sec. For the face shield stuff, if you guys do have old filament laying around, PLA half rolls, partial rolls, I'll even take Maker Geeks. I know, right? There's a form on our website. If you go to hover over COVID-19 help, there's a volunteer one, and if you are in the medical field or know someone, they can request the stuff. So we've already distributed over 1,200 face shields in the last, I think we've been doing it for a week and a half, maybe 2 weeks. But there's information on how you can help if you want to print the frames and send them to us. If you want to send us whatever random filament you have laying around, there's multiple ways to help. The one thing we're not doing is setting up like a GoFundMe or anything. I had the idea for this stream because obviously we have Super Chat and everything set up. So I was like, screw it. I can just you know, we can have some fun, do something good, and whatever I get from the super chats, we'll just spend on the filament. And like I said, we're gonna be doing more than just what I got through super chats. I'm probably gonna be ordering like 20 to 30 rolls, because we're getting close to running out here. So, but in terms of everybody that sent one in, sent their machine in, I'm gonna export all the entries at the end of this. So if you want to send yours in, I'm gonna cut it off 9:45 will be the last time I'm gonna take a submission. And what I'm going to do is just turn the form off on our site. So, till 9:45, so another like 12 minutes. And then I'll export the list. It might take me a sec, so I'll do it live. But what I'll do is export the list, and then we'll paste all the names in there. So if you do want to be entered, please put a name or something in there so I can put it into one of those website things that, you know, spins a wheel and it's got everybody's names on there. So, but you'll be entered in, you'll be eligible to win either an Easy ABL Pro kit, or if you don't want the ABL kit because you have one, or for some reason you're not of sound mind and like a BL Touch, then you can get a $60 credit. So, which you can use in our store. Just basically a code that takes $60 off. Someone just... What was that? Hang on. Someone just, like, yeeted into my driveway. How was that? Hang on. Oh, my wife ordered food. I was like, what the hell? Okay. Sorry. All right. So let's get back to this. Are you guys enjoying this? Is this fun? I'm genuinely having a good time just ripping into people's setups. Jimmy Crawford, where did I get that alien or that Cantina alien head behind you? Jerry from 3D Printing and Painting, 3D HP, I think is what his abbreviation is online. Get the cannon? I don't know what you mean. Oh. Oh, I know what you mean, the heat cannon. Okay, back to this terrible wallpaper. All right. So let's take it all in. So I think I need to take it all in here. So I can see he's made decision changes on his wire routing multiple times because there's clips stuck to the wall here. I see he also saw, because I did a video on these power strips. These actually have ESP8266s, and you can control 4 printers individually from here. So I'm assuming he's probably watching, Mr. Dennis, and he's been a follower because either he saw my stuff or he's just well aware of these. These are nice little cheap power strips to handle 4 printers, if your setup allows for that. So I see he's got good taste in ABL. His wire management's not terrible. It's an interesting choice of how he mounted his extruder though. It's like half on, half off. You could have just printed the bracket from the CR10. And we got tensioners on here. I stopped printing tensioners because you know what? The stock ones actually work decent, and like these break. It's just rough. Like they snap. Even if you do like really high like what's the word I'm looking for? Like really high infill. Yeah, it's not good. So what sucks and goes off all the time? What are you talking about? What did I miss here? If you're talking about the power strips, did you flash them? Anyways, well, we can chat about that later. So I see he doesn't mind running really low-end filament through his printer. I mean, I guess nozzles are cheap. So, whatever. Whatever floats your boat. Yeah, I see this is the same stuff too. Let's see. There's not too much to go off. This isn't too terrible. I mean, he's trying to limp this thing along. I've been there. It's an A-net. Like, yeah, Dennis, you need to flash those with Tasmode if you want them to be worth a damn. Is that it? Is that all I got? Was these two? Oh, there we go. Here's the other one. I was like, I thought you sent 2 pictures in. What? Why? Why do you, what is the point of this? Are you just like wasting filament? You're just like, I'm just gonna print caps because some guy put them on Thingiverse. Like, they serve no purpose other than they look like a cover. These aren't gonna really brace your frame anything worthwhile. Like, it's not even worth the print time. What is with people and printing these stupid things to stick on your extruder? Why are you guys so obsessed with seeing if your extruder is moving? Like, for real, like, answer me the question. Why is everybody so obsessed with seeing their extruder spin around? Like, I don't get it. You took the time to put your easy ABL through there. I mean, kudos to you. I didn't even do that. I just ran it along with the other stuff. He's got the flex plate here. Looks like he's got either our Pi kit or he found a similar one. But he's running the Raspberry Pi camera. Which, I guess that's a viable solution for right now, considering you can't get webcams. I much prefer USB webcams. What is this? You've got Octoprint, but then you printed this ungodly thing to put a full-size SD card in here. I guess manual feed. I don't know if you're aware of this, but there's a lever you can press, and then you push the plastic in with your hand. I'm not sure if you're aware of that. Just saying. Just saying. I mean, there's just like, this wallpaper is like the wallpaper. The only answer to the wallpaper is this. All right, Jimmy Crawford. Jimmy Crawford set in some interesting things. Oh, look it. I'm so cool. I put my printer in a claw machine. Why? This is so wasteful. You could do cool things with the claw machine. And you probably paid more for that claw machine than you would for an actual Prusa enclosure. Like, you can get one from Printed Solid for $190. You definitely paid more for the claw machine, unless you literally just threw it in here just to try to be cool. Like, guys, look at, I put my printer in a claw machine. This is my enclosure. Except the fact is, you've got all this dead air in here that you're gonna have to heat up to actually get the ambient temperature up. And this isn't insulated worth of shit. So it looks like an enclosure, but it doesn't actually function like a fucking enclosure. It's literally pointless, other than the fact that you can be like, guys, look at, I put my printer in a claw machine. Look how cool I am. Literally, that's it. And we got 2 pictures of the claw machine. Look at that. Like, and who puts an eSun sticker on their printer? Like, why? It's eSun. It's nothing special. Oh, and look at, we just don't care. We got lights hanging down here. We just stuck them to the top. We didn't do any sort of planning with it. We just bought some lights on Amazon and we just pulled the backing off and stuck them to the top. Just like, look at this. This is even lopsided. This looks like that gif, or that gif of the guy that like looks good to me and his eyes are crossed. Like, that's what these bolt holes look like right now. Like, did you do this, or was for some reason this claw machine had this in here? Like, what is the point? You get all the appearances of an enclosure with none of the benefits. Did Dennis send me new ones, or oh yeah, no, it just didn't. It didn't mark it as red for some reason. Username is Burn Me. Well, I see you bought Ziltek's pointless kit that looks like an abomination and doesn't really do much of anything other than get in the way when you're trying to remove prints. And what else? What else we got here? We've got some, so what is this, a water chiller? Some sort of water chiller, it looks like, on the ground here. We don't understand the concept of cable management at all. Just literally have the USB cable for our camera just going right across the floor. We ran out of room. It's almost like this could bolt to the control box, but we had to be different and put it to the cabinet for some reason. Probably because these are getting in the way because they're so pointless. Like, ugh. And we've got magnets for some reason. We're doing some project with magnets here. We got, I don't know what those are. It's on a suitcase. There's just a lot of crap in this photo. Like, does this machine even run? Like, what is this? What is this fan housing? I've never even seen this fan shroud setup. And we got probably about half a stick worth of glue stick on the bed. And I'm willing to bet that still didn't stick the print down. Let's take a look at this. Hey, look at it. Shit on the extruder again. Why? What is people's obsession with these? Like, it gets 49 degrees Celsius. I mean, if you got space to waste, fine, whatever. But it's still a lot of work, a lot of room taken up for what it is. Like, Jesus. And we still got bed clips. We spent like, what was it, like $100 for this kit? When it would have been better spent on a flex plate system where you could get rid of this and stop using glue stick and making your parts all sticky. But it's okay, because we've got the spinny thingy on our extruder that makes up for it. It's all good. And like, why is this cable all the way over here? This should be going this way. Why do you have your cable for this control box going all the way over here? Fear City sent me another one. I think he was the one with the A-net. What is this? Yeah, here's the one with the A-net. Let's see. What do we have going on here? We've got some inland, aka East Sun. Does your wife complain about how loud these are being in the kitchen there? How many nozzles do you need? How many nozzles do you go through? The fact that you just bought bulk China nozzles. That's what these look like. Like, how many nozzles are you going through, and why are you going through so many nozzles? That's what I want to know. And do we have two power supplies running this contraption? And you did all this work, and then at some point you said, right here, you said soldering wires is too hard. Let's just let's just put these little security cable crimps on here. Multiple places too. What else have we got going on in this picture here? Hi, dog. Oh, we guys, we love Capricorn so much we put it on our laptop. Oh, spinny thing. You guys and your fucking spinny things. Jesus Christ. But I don't see one on this one. So obviously they're not that good. And I see hairspray. Because we have not graduated yet to even a bed sheet. Oh, Vincent has another one. I just started 3 weeks ago working on my first printer. Just put a mirror on it. Yeah, I see that. Are you printing weights? Is that what those are? These look like little weights. Or are they wheels? Dear God. This thing, I don't even know why you still have this. Just take it apart. It's not even worth your time. And again, springy couplers on a hanging Z, not worth it. So you got a ton of batteries just shoved in here. We've got a Dremel hanging out in the back, an ancient printer over here, an ancient laser printer. And then don't worry, guys. We put lights underneath the table so you can see all the shit I stored under here. Like, let's just highlight all the crap that's shoved under the counter here. Like, because that's a great idea. And then we've got a VCR because, again, you should probably remember that guy with the speakers. You should probably, guys, get with him and just get a bulk order of all the stuff that needs to go back to the 90s. And you can send it all back in one batch. It'd probably save you on shipping. Like, dear God. I mean, the EQ and the amp, fine, keep it, but ugh. If you have a VHS player, it should be in your closet for when you need it. All right, let's see here. What do we have? This is the light speed. Oh. Hang on. Oh. I'm gonna need to absorb this and take it all in to give it a proper fucking. I'm going to guess that you are single. Again, you don't mind wasting money because you've got a Prusa and a rail core here, neither of which, maybe the Prusa works. What I don't understand is you have a Prusa, which is a direct drive, but you put a Capricorn sticker on it. Why? Why? And we've got a rail core here that's probably not running. I'm just guessing. It looks like you screwed something up on it and you couldn't figure out how to get it working. I know, it's a difficult machine to get working. You're used to Prusas that they may not print very good, but at least they work. What else we got here? Yeah, you definitely like buying overpriced crap. Oh, right there. Let's see, what is on our shelf of shame here? We've got, oh, look at, guys, I like Volkswagens. Nah. We've got some spank material here, so you can actually get an idea what a woman feels like. Let's see here. Can I go over? Oh, no, we can't. We got a wham bam again. No problem. I need to get you as a customer of ours. If you've got a lot of stuff, you clearly don't mind wasting your money on 3D printer stuff. We've got, but here's where we draw the line. We think it's cheaper to print a garbage can than just buying them, and we've made 2 of them now. So the only thing that's disappointing about these garbage cans is they're not big enough to put the Prusa in. And as you can see, Mr. I Love Prusa So Much also had to change his extruder out for a Bondtech to actually get it to print correctly. So on top of paying, a premium for the machine, to get it to work, you have to spend another like $150 to actually get it to print as good as a stock Ender 3. So, but I guess we ran out of money in the tools department because we have a analog dial indicator here. I mean, I get it. You bought a Prusa and a rail core and you bought wham bam mats. Money's tight. I get it. Get it. So you got to cut corners where you can. There's just like, you're okay. This tells me everything I need to know about you. You're the kind of guy that's too lazy to untie his shoes, and furthermore, too lazy to pull the backs up to slip them on your feet while they're still tied. You just say fuck it and yeet your feet into them and just shove the backs down. Like, that tells me a lot right there. Right there. That tells me a lot about you as a person here. I'm just saying. And then we've got another one of these guys where, again, we've got a lot of equipment and a lot of rolls of filament. So when we take pictures to post it on the internet, it makes it look like we know what we're doing. Okay, so this is the key. Like when you got people with a ton of machines, okay, and they're not doing a business. They're collectors of 3D printers and filament. Because when they go on the Facebook groups or on Twitter, they can make all the lowly peasants that only have a couple machines or even one machine that actually use them heavily. They can make them feel inferior because they've wasted a lot of money on machines that they don't use and probably don't even know how to operate. Just like this, right here. Okay, and this is just the first picture. I'm gonna leave these up in case you need to come back to them. Yeah, I get it. You don't know how to build a rail core. I don't know why you need to send me a second picture of a rail core that you don't know how to use. Let's say here. What do we got going on? We've got binder clips here. I guess shelling out $100 for a Wham Bam Round flex plate. Or maybe you only spent $80 because you got in on the beta test. You had to cut corners and go with a Chinese one here. So I get it. You know, but we put a duet in here, you know. And oh yeah, there's my sensor you broke because you didn't fucking listen to me. Told you don't mess with the fucking cable, and what do? You fucked with cable and you broke it. So, you know, I'm just saying. Now, you know, this guy's real serious about it. Okay, here we go. I don't know how I missed this in the last one. Was it not in the last photo? Oh no, it was out of view because it's over here. So I was gonna make a comment about the super lube, okay, which is right here, but we got the rags too, so I know why yeah, I know why you have these here, and you probably use that reclining feature on your chair quite frequently. So I'm just saying, and I just want to point out how this is not plugged in and turned on, because yet it's another CME CNC Delta that's not functioning correctly. There's really not much more to say about that.
You have the right to remain.
Yep, I think that's about it.
Ooh, burn! Nailed you, buddy.
All right, so next one is from Old Curmudgeon. Thank you for sending yours in. Let's see. What is going on with your wiring here? Are you just hoping for the best? Are you just hoping that this never collides? I see you've learned that the BL Touch is such an inferior probe that you have to put a condom on it to hopefully prevent damage from it, which is going to inevitably happen. Let's see here. What do we got? Let's take this in. Why do you need... How long did this take you to print? Is this like 12 hours of print just to hold a bar? Just to hold an LED light bar? And you're running Clipper. So I wonder how's that working out for you? Are you able to then go on Reddit and post condescending remarks about how you managed to get Clipper working? At least partially, to get a couple prints out, and you guys can print at like 200 millimeters a second and just make all the other people running Marlin just feel inferior because you were able to get that convoluted firmware working for some reason. But what you don't ever do is post all the problems you had and how much time it actually took you to actually get a basic printout. Whereas if you were just sticking with Marlin, it would have worked way better and had more features. Just saying. Let's see. We've got a dual Wi-Fi outlet with a with a UPS that's probably from 1994. What else? This just makes me uncomfortable here. You got like, this is just like you're using the camera arm to hold up the wiring. Like, Jesus Christ. What is Steve Herbert's? I saw the notification and thought we were going to roast you. Like, is the Easy Board Light a real thing, or are you just teasing us? No, it's just vaporware. It doesn't exist. There's no such thing as the Easy Board at all. Like, I mean, we've got a full set of Allen keys, so at least we know he can actually keep something together in his life. So that's good. Let's see. What else? Again, At least it's a little further away, but still, big bottle of alcohol. Is that expired or not? Like that other guy who's expired 3 years ago? Ugh. Oh yeah, and this is on a folding table. That's great. Let's see here. The next one is Bill Alteratius. So I'm not, let me go ahead and, kill the form, because this will be whatever is in right now. I just realized it's already 9:58, and I do want to wrap this up, so I'm going to go ahead and kill the form. Oh, this is zooming because I have the, what's the word I'm looking for? Help me out here. Because this is on the same domain, and I'm zooming in, or unzooming on here. So let me kill off the submission page. Where is that? Where's the pages? There we go. Quick edit, and we're going to unpublish that. So there we go. All right. Wow, was thinking about a TH3 purchase. Joe, this is meant to be funny. People are willingly sending their stuff in to get roasted. It's called humor. So, oh man, look at, we put a Noctua fan on our power supply. Wow, another big thing of isopropyl alcohol. At least it's distant. Did your wife let you have a little corner in her craft room here? You can set your printer up. That was nice of her. Let's see. That's all you had. You didn't give me much to work with. Again, fucking spinny thingies. Come on, guys. And look at, we got a Noctua. So try doing a print that's longer than 8 hours and let me know when the hot end overheats. That is a thing. Not even joking here. We're running off an SD card like a peasant. Even though we have a USB cable sitting here for some reason. And we got this weird ass like SD extension. Does this like clip on here? Like what's the story with this? Is it just chilling here? And we've got a bungee strap holding up our excessively heavy cable. These are not very good. I don't know if you, in all seriousness, the problem with these is they pull up on your carriage, okay? I don't know if that's an AVE ruler or a knockoff. I've got a knockoff PCB ruler somewhere here. I mean, this one's fairly tame. I mean, if I believe that he keeps it this clean because he's got to make sure that he doesn't piss off the wife and she gets rid of the printer. You know, that's probably why there's Noctua fans on here, is because she probably complained about how loud it was, so he had to quiet it down. Oh, it's a GameCube SD extension for the GC loader adapter. Okay, cool. Let's see here. What else do we got? I'm just checking out here. Well, we don't know how to level our bed, or the BL Touch is not doing its job correctly, because I can see that this layer's too close right here. Like, you see these like rippling effects? Like, that's too close. I'm not surprised. The BL Touch can only do so much. So I guess I shouldn't fault you for that when it's just an inferior product that's causing the problems here. You know, but these really should be removed. If you guys do an ABL, why are you retaining these? Like, these just get in the way, and they look terrible. Like, I get their functionality, but this just looks stupid. I don't understand why Creality does it, other than the fact that they are somewhat useful. Let's see. Let's see. Richard Sharp sent this in. Let's see. What does Richard have going on? Richard put a lot of work into this. Damn. Hey, look. Richard was actually smart enough to figure out how to put this on. I can't tell you many people just somehow couldn't figure out how to put the Dual Z kit on, even though all the parts are on there. So I'll give you props to that. Like, how long did this take to print? you hated the control box that much that this probably took you close to like 30 hours to print. Like, was it worth it? Was it really worth it to actually waste all that time in filament? Like, I don't get it. And like, yeah, let's put a Raspberry Pi on the side of a hot power supply. It's not like the Pi's already run hot. What could go wrong by just throwing a Raspberry Pi on a fucking power supply and just letting it heat up like crazy? You know, whatever. Like, how did I miss the dual X carriages in the last printer? Did I? No, I saw that. I mean, it's dumb. Like, why would you? Yeah. I mean, you guys do you. I wouldn't do that. Oh, I was like, is that broken? No, he just didn't close it correctly. Like, we've got so much crap in this small space. I mean, I get why you did it. It's really, 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 really tight on space here. But dear God, this is just so much time. And I'm willing to bet, what kind of are these in front of like a sliding glass door? Did you block an exit to your home to put your printers in here? Because these are the really big windows, or you literally put your printers in front of a door and you haven't purchased new window treatments in like, God, what is this? Like, is this the 70s or the 80s? Like, what is even hanging down here? Like, what purpose does this serve? Like, I'm more focused on these terrible window treatments than the printers here, because these literally serve no purpose. They're thin and don't do anything. And like I said, it looks like it's in front of a door. So, who cares if we need to get out of the house in a fire? I at least got a place to put my printers. I mean, on the bright side, these are probably the things most likely to catch on fire in the house, so, whatever. Like, I don't know, is this, what was this, Richard Sharps? Like, is this in front of a door? Are you still in here? Like, did you literally block off your exit so you could have some printers in the house? I don't understand. And like, we've got like half of an extruder sitting here, it looks like. He did remember to take his Xeon stop off, so that's a plus. What else do we got going on here? I mean, there's not too much nitpick on here. I mean, you could clean your printers once in a while. Like, could we do that? What's up, Jerry? Thank you for joining us. We'll do another one of these in the future. I am definitely running out of steam here. But I mean, like, you guys are sending me just halfway decent setups. Like, this guy's setup is okay. These window treatments are the worst thing in this freaking video. This is on replay, so you guys will be able to go back. Like, I mean, I can't really rip on him. This is like one of those anti-fatigue mats, and these do legitimately work to suppress sound. Like, I'm just looking more for stupid things. I can tell here, though, there's 1, 2, 3 pieces for the PTFE hot end fix, which tells me his hot end has been jamming up like crazy on either of these machines. I mean, these literally have the same hot end. So how many times are you going to try to fix that and actually try to figure out how to properly insert your PTFE tube into the hot end? Like, that's what these look like. These are Luke's PTFE hot end fix plugs. And like, what else is here? Did you print like some sort of calibration, like, coin holder or coin spacer for the sensors? You realize you do have a wrench that comes with both of these machines that's 2 millimeters, and it literally tells you that in the guide. So you wasted time printing this, or this is just something that looks like a little, like, calibration coin setup. Like, what else do we got here? Is there anything else that I'm missing? Like, these I'm not a big fan of. These are just begging to be snapped off, because these were also probably printed vertically, meaning the layer lines are weak in this direction, which is exactly where it's going to snap off at. Like, unless they're printed long ways, but I can't really tell. It's too grainy. Just look at the last dozen ABM Sport. I didn't say that. All right, this is the last one. No one, they didn't post a name. Okay, and it's not a troll. So let's see here. We got 2 setups. This looks like, oh, look it. He did, this is a CR10 that he did, Top at Waffle, who's my brother Doug. He did his conversion on. And we printed everything in PETG. Okay. I'm just letting you know that all this damage here would not happen if you shut your window. Like, water comes in through windows when it rains. Rain is what happens when there's all this condensation in the clouds and it gets to be to the point where it's too much and it falls down. And what happens is it actually comes in through the window when it's open and then it causes damage to your windowsill. So that's something you should probably look at. And I would also be concerned about water coming in here and damaging the electronics on my printer. So that is one thing. Now, there are these things called zip ties, which I think you discovered, but then forgot about at some point because this really all should be secured. You're just having your wires hang all about and flap in the breeze. Like, I don't know if you're trying to intentionally damage these or not, but there are these things called zip ties. If you go to Google, type in zip tie, ZIPTIE, and you can order them. They're fairly cheap. For like $5, you can get a couple hundred of them, and then you can actually secure these here, so not everything is flapping about in the breeze. Because you're gonna end up ruining all these cables here. Like, this is just, I thought this was basic stuff, but apparently it's not to some people. I mean, what are you gonna do? I mean, you can just warn them and hope that, you know, hope for the best that they figure it out before they damage something, but it's not my machine. And then we've got someone here who just, did you print like half of a pie case? Like, you printed all that stuff for the standalone mod, but apparently printing the rest of the case for the Raspberry Pi was too much work. So you just like slide these in, you slid these into the case, and didn't print the tray that it actually mounts to. You do realize this is going to fall out of here at some point and probably damage the Pi. And it's even more likely because you have this long-ass USB cable draping down the front of the printer. Why don't you loop it back and move this Pi back and print the rest of the case so you don't damage your equipment? And then again, we've got these like vertical or like horizontal protruding camera arms coming off of here. And again, I see the glue stick hiding back here. And again, like based on the first printer I saw, there are these things called zip ties. And actually, we include them with this product. So you actually received zip ties with this product, and we specifically state to actually install them. But for some reason, which would probably be that you didn't listen to the directions, because this should all be secured. For some reason, you just neglected it. We literally gave you zip ties with this kit. We give you quite a bit, too. There's like a small handful of them in that product, but I'm just saying, I should just probably take a screenshot of this and just, if I see this come through, be like, you know, warranty void. Just right there. Just, we'll just save that for future reference. I'll make a note in the system. Okay, how about this? I will open up the submissions for 5 minutes. I'm going to check on chat. All right. You guys got 5 minutes, and then I am signing off. While we're waiting for everybody to submit their machines. Let's see what everybody is up to. Let's jump in the chat here. So, it's 10:11 my time, so 10:15. You guys got till 10:15 to send yours in. That'll be it. That'll be the last cutoff, and then I'm gonna export all the entries, and then we're going to give away an easy ABL kit or a $60 gift card to the store. It's your choice. So go ahead and put your submissions in. The page should be live now. If you submit a Prusa, how bad will you get burned? Well, I mean, you already got burned when you bought it. What's everybody up to? Let's see. Can we look at the easy ABL cases? No, I'm not opening up customer tickets on here. The only time I we'll say shit about this if we get someone. Yeah, there was someone actually earlier this week that screwed up their orders because they didn't make sure their payment address was correct. Put in a ticket, like this happened over the weekend, so we get a high ticket volume on Monday, catch up. So he put in 2 incorrect orders and then a third one. And then our shipping team processed the stuff pretty quick, so they were getting ready to be shipped. And then was pissed off that we shipped it. We were able to intercept it after digging through literally like 200 boxes. Was pissed off because Samantha was like, well, I'm not sure if we're going to be able to find it because we literally have piles of boxes. Like imagine going through 200 boxes, big and small, to try to find one order. It's a pain. So, and like we're already on crunch time. So anyways, we were able to find the order. But sometimes it's really hard not to, or we don't know, or like Samantha doesn't know if they've already been picked up. So either way, it's a pain in the ass if we have to cancel something that's already been pushed through and packed and labeled. So, you know, she told the guy, well, we can try, but I can't guarantee that we're going to be able to cancel it. We can try. I let my people know they're trying to find them right now. And I don't think they've been picked up. And the guy's like, well, that's not my problem. Now, mind you, this guy is the one who screwed up the orders in the first place because he didn't make sure his stuff was correct. And she's like, well, I can make a best effort. We're going to try. I can't guarantee you. So I'll let you know if we can cancel them, essentially. And the guy goes, you know, starts yelling at her and was like trying to lecture about, I guess he has his own business or something or whatever. But the long story short was because he wasn't happy with the response of, we will try to get him canceled. I can't make any guarantees until like we figure out if it's there. He called her a bitch. She's told him, I heard that. And he said he didn't care. So we canceled all of his orders and blocked him from the system. And then he had the audacity to send a message back when we sent the cancellation confirmation because I wanted a record. Like just send him just literally no real comments or anything. Literally just orders this, and this have been canceled. That was it. And then like got smart with us because like, well, I didn't want the third one canceled. And I was like, well, we canceled them all because how you conducted yourself on the phone. Like we're not tolerating that. You know, you can try to find your stuff elsewhere on Amazon, eBay, wherever. And then he goes, oh, I'm going to leave negative reviews. I'm like, that's fine. Then I'll make sure to leave that you literally called the fucking owner of the company a bitch because of your own fuck up. So, like, we don't tolerate that shit. I don't care who, like, even if it's something we fucked up, we will make it right. That's just how it is here. But that doesn't give you the excuse to be an asshole to somebody, especially right now. Everybody's stressed out with everything going on. The last thing I'm going to deal with, and anybody here is going to deal with, whether it's me, my wife, or any of our other employees, if someone's being a piece of shit to them, we're not servicing you. Like, I'm not dealing with it anymore. It's not worth the stress. Like, it's really rough. So, in general, can everybody try to treat people better, especially right now, like when everybody's stressed out? I did this stream because I thought it'd be fun. And I am enjoying myself here. All right. I see some submissions coming in. I am cutting the form off in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. So we got 6 more. Let's switch back. Let's switch back over. I think that was this one. Hang on. Let's see. Wait, page not found. Why is this saying page not found? What the hell? Why is my form not working? Lightspeed, for some reason... Was this a duplicate? None of your images came through. Everybody else's did, so I don't know what happened there. Like, legitimately, yours are coming up not found. Alright. Let's see here. Okay. Here's what I don't understand. What is the point of printing storage containers that hang off your printer that just get in the way and make it harder to clean, especially when you literally have the printer sitting on a fucking drawer? Like, what is the point? Like, other than literally having more shit hanging off your printer. And look at, oh my god, guys, I'm so cool and quirky. I put a spinny thing on here, and oh, look at, it looks like pistons, so it's like it's a motor, guys. I'm going to put a little spinny thing on here that makes it look like a motor, so when my extruder's moving, I know it's moving. It's not like I can see plastic coming out of the nozzle to know it's moving. I need a visual indicator that adds weight to my extruder and adds another thing that could potentially go wrong to my printer if it falls off or jams up the motor, but it's all worth it because it looks cool. And I know this guy's a glutton for punishment because he is trying to get this thing working. I mean, it looks like he might actually be somewhat successful because I see filament being fed in here. And, I mean, if you can get it working, good on you. I've actually legitimately heard nothing but problems with, the MMU1 I know was really bad. I guess the 2 is a little bit better. But, like, we have a Prusa, and I'd rather run a pallet on it. But again, like the storage boxes, why? And why do you have your printers on these big stone blocks? Are you worried that they're going to catch on fire? Because if that's the goal, is to have something insulated from the fire, I don't know if you noticed, but there is literally wood all around these machines and on these machines, and this little block of concrete is not going to do much to save it at all. Like, you literally have this in a, paperboard lac enclosure. This is probably a lac. It looks like a lac, which is literally just cardboard with paper fill. Like, I don't understand the point of the concrete blocks here. Like, oh, look it, we got a Hatchbox, boy. Is that all you print is Hatchbox? Hatchbox and Prusament? Are you a Hatchbox fanboy? Hatchbox and Prusament, boys. Wait for ringing reduction. Bullshit. Bullshit. I feel like that's something someone pulled out of their ass and posted online and somebody believed it. Like, I see he's got foam on here. If it really did sound deaden, why is there foam on here? I mean, I'm sure it changes how it sounds, but I don't know. It's weird. Real weird. It's actually the first time I've seen someone do that. Mike H. What did Mike H send in? Mike. The fucking spinning things. What is with you people and the spinning thing? Mike, do you really need a fucking reminder that this is your x-axis? I want an explanation. Do you really need a reminder on your printer all the time that this is your x-axis? And I don't know if you know this, but in order for a build sheet to work, you have to print on it. This is not going to do anything. I mean, if you had actually covered the whole glass plate, I would have probably not even been able to say that you have a build sheet, because there's probably about 2 sticks of glue on here at some point. And like, why you have 2 Raspberry Pis here, and this case isn't even finished getting put together, and you have literally the board sitting on the raw table, hanging off. Like, this can so easily be pulled off of this. It's not even a joke. Like, one quick bump, and this is on the floor, and there goes like your $50 board. And oh, this has got to smell terrible. Great. Like, oh, that's what all this is. You got all your ashes from all your cigarettes here. It's got, I can smell this picture. I can smell this picture from here. I can smell this printer from here. Like, ugh. How many times did you try to route this cable too? I'm gonna guess at least 2 or 3. Like, judging by all the bends and creases in here, these do have a finite number of ways, or number of times they can be bent before they just break. Especially at these sharp corners here, like these sharp bends. And I can see you attempted a cable chain, but at some point we gave up on that dream, and we just made it look like it's kind of hanging on. Like, this doesn't even look like it's it doesn't even look like it's attached. Yeah, I'm not even, like, Lulzbot's is pretty much dead at this point. I'm not going to beat a dead horse. Quite literally. I do find it funny that the you know, $1,500 Lulzbot is the one that's in the background, and your $300 Chinese machine is the one that actually, you know, appears to be able to be used. It's quite ironic, because you could literally buy, for the price you paid for this thing that's sitting in the back, you could have literally bought 5 Ender 3s and still had some extra change. Actually, even more than that. Let's do some quick maths here. 1,500 divided by, let's say, an average purchase price $230. So you could have bought 6 Ender 3s and had some money left over for upgrades. I see your troll, Llama. Alright, Bill sent another one in. I think Lightspeed sent, maybe that was the other one Lightspeed sent in. Oh, this is just more. Look at all the cute craft paper. Aw. And did your wife draw a picture of herself? Is that your wife, or is that someone else? I'm really curious to know. Oh god. I did not mean to. It's like trying to save it for some reason. And I see we got the Amazon special China gamer chair. Oh, look at that failed print. You couldn't even throw it in the trash? Come on. Come on, Bill. Oh, what do we got on our shelf here? Oh, look, we got Nerf guns and Star Wars. Got it. Got it. Let's see. Fine, Llama, you wanna, what is this? Where did you even get this from? Like, oh, this is from my video when I was reorganizing. Like, clearly there's not enough space in here. This guy's just cramming so much shit in this room because he can't afford a bigger place. Like, and he's got the fucking gamer chair because he thinks, hey guys, look at, I'm a fucking streamer. I got a gamer chair, and there's like a microphone here, so I know what I'm doing. I know exactly what I'm doing because I have a Yeti, and I have a webcam, and I have a gamer chair, so I'm a professional streamer. And like, look at all the stuff I 3D print, and you know, you can tell I know what I'm doing with the 3D printers because I've just got so many 3D printers, and there's no way I cannot know what I'm doing, because like, just look at all the printers I have. There's no way I can know not about these printers because I just have so many. Just the sheer volume of printers I have just makes me qualified to speak on this topic. I don't know why I was sounding like Trump there for a second. The window is not open, okay? These printers that I run all the time, or that this guy runs all the time, they just generate so much heat that they just have to have a separate air conditioner because he knows what he's doing, and that's why he has all these printers, okay? He just knows so much better than all you peasants that you don't have to tell. He's a pro streamer, he's a pro printer, everything. Everything. Just everything. Like look at he's even a fucking Eagle Scout. Look at he's even got a fucking Eagle Scout license plate because he just is so much better than you. He just has to let everybody know with his special vanity plates with his fucking initials on it and the Eagle Scout badge, so you know he's better than you because he did that. You know, and look at all this equipment. Look at all this equipment he's just sitting here, okay? Like, look at it. He just obviously knows electronics because he's got a fume extractor and an oscilloscope and a multimeter, and he just knows what he's doing. He's like, look at it. Everything just screams that he knows what he's doing. It's not like he buys stuff just to have it sitting around to make it look like he knows what he's doing. He clearly knows what he's doing. That's all I'm saying. All right, let's see if Lightspeed's other upload worked. It did. Let's see. What did he send in? Oh, did I really get to you that badly that you just had to prove that your Delta actually works? I mean, if you call this working, like I've seen better prints come out of a TiVo Tarantula with no layer fan. I mean, if you call this good, if you want to somehow justify a almost $2,000 Delta because you're able to push plastic out of a tiny orifice, at least half the time, then that's by all means, like, good on you, but I mean, I've seen like this print, this print would have been aborted if I was running it here. Like, this is just a waste of plastic and electricity at this point. Like, just give up on it. Like, I've seen better prints come out of Chinese machines that have been returned from Amazon. I'm just saying. And like, oh, look at that. You know how to actually, print. I don't know what you're trying to illustrate there, but cool. You know how to use at least one of these printers, and like, guys, look I'm compensating. Look how cool I am with my giant roll of filament. That's really awkward to use, but again, because I spent so much money on Wham Bam plates and Prusas and CMC Deltas, I could only afford the $9 webcam from Amazon. That's not even any brand at all. This is just like the $9 China special. So, yeah, that's about it. So, I'm going to now export. Now see if I can export all those entries from the forum and put them into one of those, like, little web spinner things. And we'll see here. Did you guys enjoy the stream? Did you have a good time? I had a good time. I'm like kind of picking up steam again, but I really need to eat as much as I would love to stream more. We have been going for 3.5 hours already. Holy shit. All right, let me see. WP Forms is what I use. I'm not sharing my screen, so let me see. Entries. I think I can export these. Yep, export all as CSV. All right, let's see here. I will gladly do this again. All right, so I'm just going to remove any duplicates here. There were a couple. Give me 1 second here. I'm working in Excel. Okay, so And I can sort these alphabetically. Hang on. I am not an Excel expert. Data, what is it? Data sort? Yeah, sort A to Z. All right, cool. Well, that makes short work of it. Let's see, John Mack again. Llama has 2. I'm just making this fair here. Is Mike and Mike H the same person? Let's see, I'm gonna get rid of Vision Miner. Sorry, Rob. We have, so I think we have the Streamlabs donate thing set up. It might be in the, description, but all the super chats, I think we were just a little over $100, so I'm gonna spend at least $150 on filament, to do the face shields and masks. Actually, what I think I'm gonna do is, actually take 70 of that and put it towards filament, and take the other like 70, 80 I'm going to spend and do it towards because we need more of the clear shields. So, okay, they're not the same people. Okay, cool. So let me see, random name picker wheel. Hang on. I got this. Wheel of names, I think it is. Yep, it is. Okay. Let me see, is this going to work? Hang on. All right. So here we go. Oh, did he? I gotta check. Actually, I can check in studio. Actually, hang on. Let me check in YouTube. So 119 is the total chat revenue. Here, I'll even show you guys here. Total chat revenue is 119. I don't know why YouTube's complaining about the audio bitrate, but I'm assuming you guys can hear me, right? All right, so I'm gonna shuffle these names up. All right. Let me know. Tell me when to. First time someone type spin it, and as soon as I see spin it on my end, I'm gonna click. I'm watching chat. Oh wait, hang on. I saw someone say yes. Hang on. Spin it. Okay, there we go. John Mack. John Mack. All right, don't go anywhere, guys. Cause I'm gonna do it one more. So John Mack, do you want an Easy ABL Pro, or do you want a $60 gift card? Okay, I'm gonna remove you from there. We're gonna shuffle the names up. All right, I'm feeling generous tonight, and I haven't even had any drink. Is it your birthday, John? Okay. So shoot me an email to streams@th3dstudio.com, and I'll send you the code. I think I have your info, but just send me the email there so I can remember. Okay, so. Oh, well, happy fucking birthday. How about this? Instead of $60, I'm gonna make it 100 because it's your birthday. How's that? I'll send you a $100 gift card. Or gift code. It's literally, we don't have a fancy card system. I'm literally going to set up a discount code that will take $100 off your order. So, and you can use that for up to $100 or over $100. So if you're gonna order stuff, you have to use it all in one order. So, all right, so I'm going to shuffle these up. And let's do this. Let's do two $20 gift cards. How's that? So, tell me when to spin it. I'm watching chat. First time I see spin it, I'm going to spin it. So, we're going to do two $20 gift cards, and then we're going to end it. I'm waiting. Bam! Trevor, set it going. Oh! Oh, you know what? Someone sent that in as a joke. And I can't verify who this is. So, let's do it again. Gary Rivet. Gary, are you in chat right now? Actually, how about this? If someone can tell me what, okay, fine, I can't actually validate this, okay? What did you send me, or whoever used the name Busta, okay? What did you send me in the chat, or in the ticket? Okay. All right, Dan. So Dan and Gary, we'll do one more since I didn't think and realize I could actually validate that. So we'll do one more $20 one. How's that? So send me an email, Dan and Gary. Gary, are you in here still? Did I have one from a Gary? Where did that name come from? Yeah, he was the third person. He had the CR20. Is Gary you? Gary's the one that sent me this CR20 with the hacked up butter knife enclosure. All right, well, if Gary sees this stream again, like, don't email me a month later. Like, please do it within a couple of days. All right, let's shuffle these up, and we'll do one more. And I will send you guys the codes tomorrow. After I'm done with this, I'm going to get something to eat, and then I don't know if I'm going to work more or call it a night. I have no idea. We'll see. I might actually go downstairs and get my gym set up because I finally was able to find a set of weights. So I no longer have an excuse not to get my gym set up. All right. Tell me when to spin it. I'm just going to keep shuffling it until I see you guys tell me to spin it. Your submission name was Burn Me? Fine, I'll put you back on there. There we go. Ready? There we go. Oh, hey! I know who this guy is, and I can contact him. I don't know if he's watching, because he's in a completely different time zone. So, I'm just gonna make myself a note here, because I can contact him. I didn't put email on the form to like, do this, because I didn't want people to be, like, weirded out by it. I literally just wanted to have people send me their stuff, and some people were like, oh, you're gonna then put me on your email list and spam me. So that's why I didn't collect email addresses, because I literally just wanted to get some pictures to have a fun stream, and I didn't want anybody being weirded out by it. So that being said, man, I need to shave. I'm getting a neck beard. You see, I already shaved it once, but I gotta do it again. So, hopefully I don't have to go outside and wear a mask anytime soon, because I did miss the beard. I looked like I was fucking 12. So, everybody, I hope you enjoyed this time. I hope you had fun. In case it wasn't clear, this was intentionally made to be brutal, and everybody that was submitting their stuff was well aware they were going to get roasted. That was the whole point of the stream. So, I just want to spell that out in case anybody's like, man, you see how mean Tim is? I'm not buying from them. So, everybody was a voluntary participant in the roasting. So, and I enjoyed myself. I hope you guys had fun. And I'm gonna go get some food and figure out what I want to do. I mean, it's already 9 o'clock, so I might turn in. I might not. I don't know. We'll see how I feel after I have something to eat, because I've only ate once today. I think I had, what did I have? I think I had a turkey and cheese sandwich. So, but anyways, guys, I appreciate everybody stopping by. This was fun. We'll definitely do this again. I think this was a fun time, and no harm, no foul, and it was entertaining. So everybody stay inside, wash your fucking hands, don't be dirty degenerates that don't have good hygiene. And as always, happy printing.
What you just said is one of the most insanely idiotic things I have ever heard. At no point in your rambling, incoherent response were you even close to anything that could be considered a rational thought. Everyone in this room is now dumber for having listened to it. I award you no points, and may God have mercy on your soul.